Ooh, hello guys, what's up? Welcome to Brawl Stars Day 1 मंथली सॉरी वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स। तो हम ब्रॉल स्टार के सर्वर में ही चलते हैं। इधर पे क्लिक करते हैं। कॉपीराइटेड म्यूजिक कुछ बज रहा होगा। ओके, नहीं बज रहा है तो ठीक है। इसको थोड़ा मैं फुल स्क्रीन करूंगा अभी, लेकिन थोड़ी देर के लिए वेट करो। मैं थोड़ा सेकंड स्क्रीन ऑन कर लूँ, देन वी गो एंड डू दो स्टफ। Meanwhile, if you're new to this channel and haven't subscribed, then do make sure to drop a like and subscribe. ओके, कुछ कुछ तो आ गया है। किसी को भी वोट कर सकते हैं, तो भाई मैं क्रेजी रखूं। चलो 75 पॉइंट्स, ये क्या बात है। 215 हो चुका है हमारा पॉइंट्स, और ऑलरेडी सिर्फ 1000 तक ही जा सकते हैं, तो 2 रिवॉर्ड तो पहुंच चुके हैं हम। रिवॉर्ड क्या है वो यहाँ देख सकते हो। 1000 तक ही जाने वाले हैं। यहाँ पे मैंने प्रेडिक्शन क्या दिया था वो ऑलरेडी लॉक हो चुका है, तो फिर वो आपको यहाँ पे दिख जाएगा। अरे भाई कॉपीराइटेड म्यूजिक बज रहा था, मैं भूल गया था कॉपीराइटेड म्यूजिक है। खैर को भी है, क्लेम आए चलता है, लेकिन क्लेम के साथ स्ट्राइक आए वो नहीं चलता, इसलिए कॉपीराइटेड म्यूजिक बंद कर दिया जाएगा।
The dawn of esports, players and competitors alike were crying out for a title to take the reins on a global scale. Brawl Stars arrived and took the world by storm and quickly became one of, if not the most
तेज तो है,
competitive mobile
एक सेकंड रुक
games
जाओ,
to
मैं
break
थोड़ा
into the scene. Busan was our first stop, and just 5 years later, we are back where it all began, the hometown of Supercell HQ, to crown our next world champion. So, ladies and gentlemen, whether you are at home or right here in Helsinki, Finland, welcome to Superfest and welcome to the Brawl Stars World Finals. My name is Barney Banks and I am your host, and let's make some noise for your competitors as they make their way to the main stage.
अपने इंडिया वाले बंदे भी गए हैं, देखो कहीं स्पॉट होते हैं तो।
Esports. Space Station Gaming. Pioneers. Reply Totem. Crazy Raccoon.
अरे अरे झाड़ू वाड़ू सब लेके आया भाई ये बंदा। ओ भाई साहब, जीटा डिवीजन।
Luminosity. Rival Esports.
आवाज आवाज सब सही से आ रही है ना, कोई दिक्कत परेशानी?
Eternal Fire. Now, as a reminder reminder, please take note that there is also a B stream that is running simultaneously that will be covering half of today's matches. Now, make sure that you keep an eye on all of those score lines, and if you're at home, just open up a second screen. Double the action, double the fun. So,
ओके तुम लोग मुझे बता देना कौन सा मैच देखना है, क्योंकि एक मैच इधर चल रहा है तो दूसरा मैच स्ट्रीम बी पे चल रहा होगा, तो जिसका इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगा हम वो देख लेंगे। तो जो टीम तुम लोग को लगता है कि नहीं ये वाला देखना चाहिए तो वो बता देना, ठीक है? तो वो वाले पे अपन स्विच कर लेंगे।
Of Brawl Stars. That's right. Helsinki is where it's all
ओके, एसटी वर्सेस ईएलवी हो रहा है इधर पे इस वाले स्ट्रीम पे, तो हमने ऑलरेडी एसटी को वोट कर रखा था।
The crowd is rowdy. I hope that continues through all the days we have. But what a setting. A fantastic set, isn't it? It really is the best venue we've ever had for Brawl. And I cannot wait to see how the teams kick it off.
और उधर पे तो पायनियर वर्सेस वो चल रहा होगा, तो नहीं यही वाला देखेंगे। हाँ हेलो 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 हेलो,
We have gathered the 12 best teams from around the world, and they first on day one will play through a group.
मेरा पिक एलिवेट है।
Okay.
ओके
Teams, only 2 groups can advance, and they will be playing best of
मगर
3
क्यों?
throughout these groups. And then of course,
हिलो नियो भाई, हिलो हिलो हिलो, अच्छा से हिलो।
Time of the Brawl Esports calendar. Let's check out that juicy prize pool. $1 million up for grabs in this tournament. For first place, 400,000. That is the Lions' share. For second place, 200,000, and then whistling down from there from third through fourth, 80 grand. Fifth through eighth, 40 grand, and then ninth through 12th place, 20 grand.
And who will win this match? KCP versus SSG, Pioneers versus Space Station होने वाला है। तो रिप्लाई टोटम का होगा देख लेंगे, एसटी और फुट का होगा देख लेंगे। एसएसजी है इसमें तो, हाँ तो कौन सा देखना है? एसटी वाला देखना है, आओ एसटी वाला देखें।
There are no frauds in this tournament. That's what happens when you have an LCQ, a rigorous group stage, and so on and so forth. So if you want to make it to the top 8 tomorrow, it's going to take every...
अबे ये नहीं देखेंगे, नहीं ये नहीं देखेंगे, नहीं देखेंगे, बिल्कुल नहीं देखेंगे, ये वाली नहीं देखेंगे, नहीं देखेंगे, नहीं देखेंगे, बिल्कुल ये वाला नहीं देखेंगे, चाहे कुछ हो जाए, ये वाला नहीं देखेंगे, ये वाला देखेंगे, ये वाला देखेंगे। इंडिया से कोई नहीं है, इंडिया से सब बाहर हो गए। रेवेनेंट ही तो खेलती है इंडिया से, और कौन ही खेलता है? ये वाला देखेंगे। ओ भाई, ओ भाई, ओ भाई, ओ भाई, यहाँ पे फुट स्पोर्ट्स मैंने चूज किया है। बाकी सब ने तो मतलब मेरा सेम टू सेम ही है प्रेडिक्शन। जितना इग्नोर तू करता है ना, अगर कोई लड़की करती ना, मैं रिपोर्ट मार के ब्लॉक कर देता। जब मैंने डाउनलोड किया था तब ही मैसेज भेजा था। वाओ, इंस्टाग्राम देख तू।
We definitely are on the same page in many of those predictions. Perhaps you guys have a different idea. We want to hear about it over at event.brawlstars.com. Now, we've set the scene, we've set the stakes, and of course, we've given you the ground rules. Let's head now down to the floor to properly get this party started.
Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, Uber and Ark. Those predictions are looking very...
रील के अलावा भेजता ही कुछ ही नहीं, कुछ इसलिए नहीं देखा। वाओ, क्या बात बोली है।
For now, I'd like to just quickly touch on something. The fact that you may see a little glimmer of gold over my right shoulder if you're watching at home. And that is because what would a competition be without a beautiful trophy? And ours is in the form of a Brawl Stars Championship belt. And it looks absolutely stunning.
वाह, चैंपियनशिप बेल्ट ही बना दी।
But if one of our teams wants this belt bad enough, all they got to do is just smash their way through 11 of the best Brawl Stars teams in the world. No easy feat, right? But like Uber said, it is time to get this party started and get our first match underway. So let's introduce your first two teams to the main stage, kicking things off with one of the most decorated teams within the Brawl Stars esports space. It is Joker, Yoshi, Lenan. They are SK Gaming.
हाँ एसटी वाला देखना हमको, वो वाला स्ट्रीम पे नहीं जाएंगे भाई, वहां पे खतरनाक आदमी बैठा है, उसको देख के मेरी हालत खराब हो जाएगी, मैं नहीं देखूंगा वो। हाँ टेडी पहुंचा कैसे, उसका कॉन्ट्रैक्ट रिन्यू किसने किया साड़ा, वो टेडी वहां बैठा हुआ है भाई। अरे योशी नहीं आई, वो योशी बोल रहा हूँ, ओशी, ओशी कहाँ है, वेयर इज ओशी, क्यों बुलाओ भाई, ओशी को बुलाओ, ये सब क्या चीज को बुला रहे हो। अच्छा नहीं खेलता, याद रख, रैंक माइनस हुई तो मेरी गलती नहीं। क्या बात बोली है, गुड। क्या रैंक है तेरा? अनरैंक्ड, वाह। अबे खड़ा होके खेलने वाला लेवल अभी तक वही है इनका। रैंक पे यही लिखा है 22, आज 22 हुआ, आज ये 22 का हो गया।
It really is. I mean, what a way to start the year. Finding out that Joker was going to be leaving Reply Totem for this squad. And again, it's the 5th year that SK Gaming have competed in the World Finals. And this man right here is a
favorite food sushi. Home country Germany.
Phenomenal career so far. Of course,
अच्छा है, दूसरी आईडी से खेल लूंगा तेरे साथ।
Like that max pick and certainly knows how to keep his cool on the world stage. I really feel like, you know, staring into his eyes, it's going to be a tough feat. In the past,
इतना जल्दी टाइम निकल जाता है, आज 22 का हो गया, सही बात है। बस कल शादी भी करवा देंगे, परसों बच्चे, नर्सों बच्चों का स्कूल, सरसों बच्चों का कॉलेज, उसके बाद बच्चों की शादी, बच्चों के बच्चे, फिर और फिर उसके दूसरे दिन बच्चों के बच्चों की शादी, और बस कहानी खत्म। एकता कपूर का सीरियल में इतना ही होता, फिर ये टपक जाएगा, फिर टपकने के बाद दोबारा जन्म लेके आएगा, बोले रीइंकार्नेट होके आया हूँ मैं, ये मैं वही हूँ जो तुम्हारे पिताजी के पिताजी के पिताजी का पिताजी था, मैं वापस आया हूँ जिंदा होके, लाओ प्रॉपर्टी वापस मेरे नाम करो।
Sometimes to get that LAN experience can be, just rough. I guess only the World Finals, really, that's the only opportunity you have to get them in. I think that's where a lot of the doubts have come in about this team, and even though we have a number 1 seed from NA versus a number 3 seed from EMEA, it's that experience at LAN in these high-pressure environments that makes us trend towards SK as favourites.
I think that's fair to say. The way I see Elevate is much the way that I kind of saw Vatra Gaming in 2022. Coming into that World Finals, we had very high expectations of that.
Elevate जीता तो सबकी प्रेडिक्शन गई तेल लेने। सैमसंग स्नैपड्रैगन स्पॉन्सर करता है तो समझ आता है, लेकिन ये DHL डिलीवरी स्पॉन्सर करके करेगा क्या? अरे भाई वो प्रोडक्ट डिलीवर, मर्चेंडाइज डिलीवर करते हैं, और क्या करते हैं, मर्चेंडाइज भी तो भेजते हैं ये लोग, और सिर्फ इसकी मर्चेंडाइज थोड़ी है, मर्चेंडाइज तो सारे गेम्स की है। भाई अगर नोकिया की करता तो बात ही अलग थी। अरे अरे अगर नोकिया करता तो इन सबको बैठने के लिए चेयर भी मिलती, खड़ा नहीं रहना पड़ता। अरे भाई ओशी को दिखाओ जरा थोड़ा। हेलो 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 एसटे भाई, एसटे गेम में हम तुम्हारी टीम को सिर्फ इसलिए तो सपोर्ट कर रहे थे, ओके, केंजी बैन हो गया, सैंडी बैन हो गया। अरे भाई स्प्राउट ले लिया। किट बैन था, एंजिलो बैन था, आलू टिक्की बैन था। वाओ, 200 FPS आता है। अरे अरे अरे।
Shaping up for SK Gaming. The Bell is a very safe pick on this map and certainly can encourage that kind of clustering to occur when you're under pressure, and that's where Bell can really kind of thrive. Elevate will have to be separate themselves out a little bit more so now that that bronze on the field. Sprout first pick is very quite a dangerous thing to do. In fact, in draft, normally it's safe for that third brawler pick, and for that same reason, it's going to give time for a
मैं
counter.
150 से
And hence the
85
coming in,
95 पे आ गया।
sort of escape from
Wow.
the phase is quite amazing
मैप
to me.
क्या है?
The Kenji was there, but the Mo is still, in my opinion, just slightly better
मैप
as a
है।
pick. So it would have been an ideal first pick, honestly, for SK.
SK did not want to play
Bells Rock knockout.
To see that come up in the bans, and the kit cheese was something we saw a lot in North America. Late
Bells
round,
Rock
kit
knockout है।
tank. Eventually you're forced to play inside the gas, right? Kit can really give you that edge here. Daryl, of course, very, very strong pick here with that rework to
ओके,
his super. He is
स्टार्ट होने से
absolutely
पहले
better.
पानी की बोतल लेके आता हूँ
Off
यार,
you.
जल्दी से।
SK need to have a solid response for this, honestly, because the Sprout is going to be very, very precarious. Once that Daryl wants to roll, that is going to be a prime target, as is the Mo. I think, honestly, SK in a bit of a spot here. They've got to have a very, very solid shutdown for this. Cordelis could be an idea to just escape into the realm, but I think that's not even going to necessarily be enough here. I think they might be under a bit of a tough spot to really find something that's going to be able to take care of both.
मैं खाना लेके आता हूँ। वाओ, थोड़े व्हाट्सएप चालू करके देखो ना फोटो। कौन सा फोटो भाई?
Came into this team at the start of the year. He was intended to bring a little bit more of that depth to the drafts, to work with Pedro, coming up with those strategies, and crucially, set up Lena for success. SK Gaming put a lot of resources into making sure the Schweizer of Lena can get out there and do his job.
Well, Joker said in the BSEN interview that he wants to allow Lenan to play to his strengths, to try to adapt to his.
3,
And there's not really a Brawler
2,
who does that.
1,
It's complicated.
let's
I mean,
go.
Daryl is definitely my favourite
First
player
match.
in the world, but, I mean, they're going to be depending a lot on this Rika to whittle down the HP because it's a dangerous comp they're up against.
Here we go, folks. Time to kick things off for your Brawl Stars World Finals for 2024. It's Knockout and Bells Rock where we begin. And already, this damage from Rico definitely a little annoying. Joker able to control the middle part of the map and force RBM to the extremities here. Full map control for SK Gaming. Can they convert?
Well, RBM's going to choose to roll in straight away.
Oh.
Great wall there from
Wow, very nice, Sprout by.
down there. Now he's in a bit of a precarious position with 5,000 HP, and Joker knows it, trying to double down there.
Oh, dear.
Oh, बहुत लो, क्या बात है, first down.
Stuff from SK out the gates.
And it's not just sharpshooters who get shut down by that hedge. Yoshi able to deny
Oh,
the
yeah.
Daryl access.
Double down.
And Luffy now is going to be brought down. Leaving Zeus.
Nice, I came on time. क्या बात है? Hello Arctic Hyper.
Gets there anyway. And
Hello Purple भाई.
for this next round.
क्या बात है? Nice one.
Ball for SK and a hypercharge there on Yoshi. What a fantastic opening round that really was. They've got to keep it up because RBM is really quite dangerous. There's the wall there from Yoshi. Just being able to reposition himself, get the mark there. On
गया गया.
The roll in from RBM or Luffy rather on that Mo pick. Gets the takedown of Lenan and makes it a 3 versus 2.
He wants to get out to a live ideally. Here comes the Tava.
Nice one, nice one.
Slow SK Gaming down. But Joker with the bouncy castle. Heals up. Forces RBM back. Zeus has been marked this whole round and has had to play so carefully.
Now just getting the pinch forwards. Yoshi there and Joker going to have to work harmoniously well here. Zeus is marked up still, and that is a concern.
Oh, yeah.
3 consecutive shots now. And the aggression now will just continue on to RBM. He's going to try and buy his time, but I don't think it's going to be enough here. We'll be whistling. And he will fall as SK Game.
First match.
The first game.
आ गया, क्या बात है? आई आई आई.
What a nasty draft here from SK Gaming. Everything they need to shut the Daryl down. Luffy able to go in on the Mo, use that super and guarantee a kill, but doesn't get out alive. It turns it into a trade. And the elements that are left for SK, the Rico and the Sprout, is more than enough to close a round.
I've got to say, I'm really impressed the way that SK held their own. They're really up against a great deal with this comp that Elevator brought to the table. It's a fantastic draft, no doubt about it. But they are struggling to make it work so far. I want to see a bit more communication between RBM and Luffy to try to time those.
लेन चेंज कर रहे हैं भाई.
Early outset.
पर अच्छा, हम भी लेन चेंज करेंगे. ऐसे कैसे?
Whittle things down before RBM and Luffy have those soups to hand.
That multi-ball launcher is so dangerous. The Rico gadget from Joker. Basically forces Elevate away instantly. Here's the tar barrel RBM.
अरे फंस गया।
Yoshi can't save himself with a hedge. That's the one now for Elevate. In they want to come.
अरे अंकल अच्छे से मार जोकर अंकल, भाई क्या कर रहे हो?
RBM able to dodge
गोबर है ये जोकर अंकल,
getting a little bit dangerous over here for SK. They
रिको अंकल गोबर।
breathe to heal back
दो लोग इतने लो थे।
his foot off the gas, and that's Lenar getting picked up by Zeus.
नहीं 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 नहीं, बहुत ही गंदा खेलते हैं आप।
Joker had some great shots onto RBM. It may have been a takedown. It could have been a different story, but it's not to be.
बहुत ही गंदा खेलते हैं आप सर।
Momentum now, getting around is a crucial thing to get off that mark.
Crucially, RBM also brings a super into this round, so can dive. Still has gadget charges to slow down. Yoshi here has the direct lane assignment against the Daryl, but doesn't have a hedge developed yet.
Joker has the hypercharge now. He's going to opt to run for it as well, but the shots are not really landing. He's pushing his way forward.
कहाँ मार रहा है? पूरा सुपर वेस्ट किया, वो भी हाइपर वाला सुपर।
Low HP on that top left-hand side now under a bit of scrutiny. Rolling away, I think there is the wise call.
RBM's able to get out at least. Zeus.
ना 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 जोकर भाई रहने दो, तुमसे ना हो पा रहा। नहीं 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 बिल्कुल नहीं 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 नहीं,
Looking like they can even the set.
आज थू करना चाहेंगे हम इस
Player
पे।
advantage. Luffy able to dive in. They're going to wait a little bit. Elevate as the gas encroaches and will force SK out to the open ears. Luffy, the Mo's machine finds its mark and Lenar falls.
एंड इट्स इक्वल नाउ।
And that's exactly what I'm talking
अब
about.
जो जीता वही सिकंदर।
Get those timings correctly. It really is quite straightforward. SK got to go much more aggressive sooner as well now.
इसका चेहरा दिखाया, ओशी थी क्या वो? रुको जरा फिर से दिखाओ जरा, रिवाइंड रिवाइंड भाई।
As they realize that they've got quite an even matchup on their hands.
All right, here we go. Decide a game now. Straight down the mid we go. Look at the lane assignments. We've actually seen a swap here. RBM in mid against Joker. Really can't do too much about the Rico. Has to respect that damage. Joker, obviously being able to fire around corners, has a massive advantage there. Luffy also living dangerously now. RBM trying to relieve the pressure a little bit on towards the Mo. Here's the dive. Yoshi's in trouble. He can't get out with a hedge either. And SK lose that player cheaply. Joker also low, but snipes Zeus around the corner.
चलो
We have a 2v2.
कुछ तो ट्रेड मिला।
Joker now forced to heal as well. As
डैरिल स्प्राउट को टारगेट कर रहा है। हाँ तो करना ही पड़ेगा, बिकॉज इफ हाँ बिकॉज इफ by any chance Sprout gets alive in the whole match, then they are finished.
realistically, this is going to be a timing issue now between Luffy and RBM just to seal this round.
Lenar can't spend the nest egg.
And now it's dead. SK is dead.
Potentially, so here comes RBM able to dodge away from the trap now, and it is straight
Easy.
head-to-head.
Last chance to come back in the game.
Okay, now, well, a very important round, one that must be SK's here, or Elevate will take this set. RBM has the hypercharge, which of course he cannot use, as the Daryl is one of those brawlers which cannot do so. That will be a forfeit of this game, so they'll be very, very cautious of not utilizing that hypercharge.
That's right. A few of those hypercharges did make their way into dead boxes. They are available in friendlies, so not legal though for Worlds. Joker here just making a switch to the right now. He's doing well, putting pressure down on Zeus previously, but Luffy has super. In fact, all the big supers for Elevate are available. None up for SK Gaming. So right now they
हाइपर और डैरिल अलाउड कैसे है? नहीं है, बोला तो अभी कमेंट्री में कि मिल गया लोगों को जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ
Exactly, they're going to
जो भी था डब्बों की वजह से, लेकिन अलाउड नहीं है अभी बोला। लेकिन अगर ये यूज किया तो डिस्क्वालीफाई करना चाहिए।
Yoshi, as he can sense the time is
Here they
right
come.
for a push from Elevate, and RBM just
What
kind
about
of misfires a little bit.
That's huge. Luffy going to go in though. Can he find more than one? No, he's out of the machine and in the gas. He's taken down. It's going to be up to Zeus now, who may not want to feed super here. Got to go for it. Drops the legs, but has nowhere to go through the wall. Brings Lenar.
Oh yeah.
Claims him.
Now
Joker gets
final round.
inside a game.
क्या बात है।
Round, we'll take the set for whoever it may be.
इस बार
RBM again, just
स्प्राउट ने दिमाग चलाया।
these shots from Joker.
क्यों नहीं है अलाउड डैरिल और पाइपर?
Forwards now a little bit as
पाइपर
well.
अलाउड है, डैरिल अलाउड नहीं है। अरे डैरिल का हाइपर चार्ज अलाउड नहीं, डैरिल तो अलाउड है, उसका हाइपर चार्ज अलाउड नहीं।
RBM.
Hey, he may even take the raw stats in a pinch if he needs them.
क्योंकि वो जितने भी हाइपर चार्ज जो दिखाए गए थे वो वर्ल्ड फाइनल के बाद आने थे,
Their supers up.
लेकिन क्योंकि डेवलपर इतने आलसी हैं, उनने गलती से लीक कर दिए, तो अब उनका कहना है कौन हटाए, डाल दिए भैया, कौन इतनी मेहनत करे, बोले डाले रहने।
They've got to protect Joker here. Luffy now low HP, and that's great for SK Gaming. If Luffy goes in, honestly, Joker is going to be bang in trouble. Now, RBM lurking as well, has that super to hand. Yoshi has the wall, and we know that how great he can place it. He's going to go with it early, though.
Zeus is marked. RBM trying to come in from the left-hand side with the tar barrel, but they're going to hold him at bay for now. The gas though coming in. SK caught in the corner. Here comes the Mo. Luffy taken down by Joker, but now it's Lennart.
Oh yeah, Elevate wins the first set.
Outlast and elevates. Get the first set on the board.
इन लोग का अलग से सर्वर होना चाहिए टूर्नामेंट के लिए, अलग से ही सर्वर है, लाइन पे खेलते हैं ये लोग तो। एलिवेट वाओ, तड़ियन अंकल बढ़िया खेले। शॉर्ट प्रेडिक्शन इनकमिंग। जोकर जोक है। अरे एकदम बेकार खेला भाई, वो जितने बार मौका था बंदों को मारने का, लेकिन नहीं, रीको लेके नहीं मार पाया भाई बंदा। ये इधर पे देखो, इधर पे देखो, इतना मौका है उसके पास मारने का, वो बंदा खड़ा हुआ है, भाग सकता नहीं कहीं, लेकिन नहीं। यहाँ पर भी इस सिचुएशन में
moment here, just kind of chaos really, but SK was still able to remain control of things. This is the final moment. This is really what might be looked back upon by SK Gaming as the moment where it came crumbling down. Look at that, just 815 HP left.
Joker takes one tick of damage to the gas, and that is enough to do him in. If he survives that, SK still have a 3 versus 2, even with the dive coming in from Elevate. Pretty crazy stuff. Joker constantly harassing, constantly keeping RBM low on health. That's why, of course, he boasts such high DPS over the course of that round. But this is what we've seen in NA all year, and it's going to take some masterful drafting to play around some of these powerful tank picks, of which there are many. Do you want to dedicate a ban to some of these dive brawlers? Do you want to let Mo through like that again? I have to wonder if you might need to make a bit of an adjustment here to a team like Elevate.
I mean, you know, I wasn't a big fan of the Rico pick as that kind of really solidified, tankier counter, to be honest. But to be fair to Joker, his DPS was the highest of all 6 players. So you've got to hand it to him there, but it was one of these brawlers that's not able to really kind of carry in these final moments.
अच्छा खेला जोकर, बट और अच्छा खेलना पड़ता जीतने के लिए। भाई वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स की बात कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे अच्छा नहीं खेलेगा तो और कहाँ ही खेलेगा। मेरी टीम में आके अच्छा खेल लिए क्या ही करेगा, यहाँ अच्छा खेल भाई। वाह पता नहीं।
Not only, of course, is his kit just fundamentally very, very good, especially if your opponents are trying to play tanks against you, but you have the Twister, you have a Hypercharge as well that is pretty devastating if you're able to bring that to bear. This is definitely going to dictate SK Gaming's draft. Seeing a Gale picked against them now, they have to think about whether gap close is really going to be a great option for them.
With the bans as well, I mean, you really do want to snap up the Gale as a fantastic tank counter. It doesn't really leave too much for SK Gaming as they already banned the Surge out for themselves. Rico first pick yet again, and it was played fantastically well. Otis coming in now a little bit is an interesting pick. I mean, I've seen it played primarily into countering a Kenji, which is banned, so I'm not really too fond of it, to be completely honest. I think maybe if you wanted to have a Shelly break the map open. I mean, if they're expecting tanks, which feels like it might be rife for Elevate, they're blocking in the Gale. It would make sense to kind of follow up with something tanky. I mean, SK going with the Otis, I don't mind. I think it's kind of slipped on a little bit, but hey.
Just want to be clear as well, it is a brawler with a new hypercharge. It's not legal to be used here at Worlds, that one quite yet, so you will see the ring orbiting Otis as if he has super, hyper rather, but won't be able to use it. Okay, so Buster here. Elevate do go with a pretty strong tanky core here, one that is definitely prone to win fights pretty effectively up close. I mean, instant replay, very powerful, right? Being able to draw someone in, hook them in like a mini gene pool, but also just that montage in terms of being able to gain control of the map by bullying your opponents out of it, especially against like longer range brawlers. It's going to be pretty potent.
Stu is the final pick there for Elevate. They obviously want to keep the bush and have a bit of uncertainty there, and obviously Joker, if he's running Vision Gear, can get some value, but I kind of wonder now with the Buster now showing its face with the SK might want to break. That's kind of might be leading, maybe not. I mean, ultimately it would deflate somewhat of what that Rico pick is designed to kind of achieve here. Deliberating a little bit here, but the aggressiveness remains. Jackie is the idea of SK, and certainly a map that I think is really catered for it, and you know, being able to really just rush in with a hypercharge and just really kind of draw in all of your opposition into a harmful situation.
माइक अभी आ रही होगी आवाज। कैंजी तो भाई परमानेंट बैन कर रखा है, वही मैं बोल रहा था, पता नहीं तुम लोग नहीं सुन पाए। कैंजी तो परमानेंट बैन ही कर रखा है, और नीता बैन कर रखा है भाई, नीता को बैन करके रखा हुआ है। वही में देखना है कि ऐसा कौन सा मैप है जिसमें नीता को बैन कर रखा है। तो ब्रॉल बॉल चल रहा है, सेंटर स्टेज मैप है।
May opt to try and break it open a little bit with that gadget, or just go for a speed zone, something a bit more general here. And of course, Jackie is completely unperturbed by Buster. He does nothing to shut her down, really. Obviously, his montage can't stop her form of damage from connecting.
This is the same concern that I have too, is like if the Jackie is going to be running into the Gale every single time, there's going to be nothing they can do about it. And for Elevate, they're going to have to be really staying on top of that particular matchup. You know, that
बेस्ट ऑफ 3 का है ना ये, कि बेस्ट ऑफ 5 का कर रखा है। एक सेकंड वो भी देख लेते हैं, बेस्ट ऑफ 3 है कि बेस्ट ऑफ 5 है ये। ओके, बेस्ट ऑफ 3 है। नाइस, जल्दी खत्म हो जाएंगे ये आधे मैचेस तो ग्रुप बी वाली स्ट्रीम में चल रहे हैं, जहाँ पे भाई वो खतरनाक वाला बंदा बैठा भाई, वो वाली स्ट्रीम पे नहीं जाऊंगा मैं, फिर भले अच्छा मैच क्यों ना चल रहा। मेरा तो गाल दुखने लगे यार। हार गई एसएसजी, क्या बात है।
Some good lane damage. Joker then getting some good taps on the RBM, but Lana is lurking, finding his way forwards as well. Trying to find the pass through. Joker now too weak to really help him out. They're going to rethink things through as Zeus there on the right hand side. Well, lovely wall break as well. And the bush there is burnt down. Going to be quite a key crossover there if the game continues on that right hand side lane.
And not much Rico can do against that montage. Luffy really has the advantage when walking up on that Rico. And of course that Otis. Lenaki does of course have that counter crush.
MVP चूज कर लो भाई, ठीक है भाई, तो किसी को भी दे दो, 100 पॉइंट मिल गए, मजे ही मजे। ओ भाई, अबे इतना क्या रिको पसंद आ गया, रिको ही रिको ले रहा है भाई ये।
Has got the hypercharge too, he's going to opt to use it there. Chaos now as the trickling down the DPS there and Elevate, and a nice move from Lenan, but the ball there from Yoshi. Zeus should be too low here to be able to contest against it, and it's going to trickle over the line. SK Gaming get a goal on the board.
That fat splatter from Yoshi was huge. Nothing that Elevate could do to step forward. They were trapped inside their own goal. Zeus could not defend against that Otis gadget. Now Elevate want to come up again, but you've seen what this SK comp can do.
Joker getting some nice angles down to RBM and fires it super, but there, love it with the slow-mo ripping it just the right time, cancels it out. But now it's got to get this ball to safety realistically here. He might trickle down, he does. And now Elevate just going to reset themselves in this mid. They've got a better high ground position now. Just going in there with the montage to really keep the pressure on.
Good mute.
Might trickle down himself now to that mute as well. Joker though, all done by the blustery blow. And now Lenar knows to keep that ball in that pocket.
Yeah, that's a classic SK Gaming strategy, folks. Pull out the ball. Once you have that lead, then Akia pressured down somewhat by Zeus. Luffy, of course, will outrange the Jackie. And then they come again, 3 versus 2. Joker with the super available now. That gets pretty dangerous as you get up closer. He's going to pop it. The hyper as well. A lot of shots around the map, but Luffy's able to avoid most of them. Lenaki just getting battered as he tries to step up, but he has a hypercharge available as well that will allow him to slow
15 seconds remaining, बहुत लो दोनों।
Brought to heal though. Luffy going to go down to Joker, but Zeus could be dangerous, and Yoshi.
Oh shit! अरे भाई,
You cannot shoot the ball when you are muted.
उस टाइम मुंह पे आया, सुपर चिपका दिया भाई।
Brawl ball away.
मुझे लगा था ये ओवर टाइम में जाएगा भाई, सब बच गया। नाइस, वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड।
Beautiful Otis play, not just once but twice. The difference maker to keep SK out in front. They've got to keep that pressure on. They've got to bring back a set. And that is exactly how you bring back some team morale to the table.
बच गया ओटी। हाँ, ऑपरेशन थिएटर हो जाता है इनका भी। ओवर टाइम नहीं होता, सीधा ऑपरेशन थिएटर होता है।
Find a little bit of maneuvering ability here. Gets the ball to actually not allow the shot to come through. And now Joker just keeping the pressure onto RB on the left-hand side. This should be a chance now to bring the ball forwards.
Lenar would have loved to have caught Zeus there. Yoshi looking dangerous. Zeus got brought down there by Joker. Player advantage now for SK Gaming. Lenar looking dangerous. Joker with the super.
Nice one, good goal.
A little too
क्या बात है?
SK. That's that Jackie really starting to take over the game. Pneumatic booster now. Lenar speeding up. What a devastating.
जी अरे भाई,
An elevator wipe from the map. Joker can just walk in.
हग्गू मुत्तू, जोकर हग्गू मुत्तू है तो है। मैं बोल रहा हूँ साले को टीम से निकालो, अभी के अभी निकालो। पिछले मैच में हग दिए, यहाँ भी आके हग रहा है। कितना हगेगा, कितना कितना खा के आया है। हगना ही बंद नहीं हो पा रहा भाई के, दस्त लगे हुए, खत्म ही नहीं हो पा रहा भाई।
Although he's eager to make amends by the looks of things. Multi-ball launcher there. Catches
कितना
up.
भाई,
Zeus, though, able to recover from that mute and get back out into the field. Oh man,
A chance to mentally reset here.
just one of the last plays you expect to see that from.
SK just definitely flustered, aren't they? Didn't expect to realistically drop that first set either. Now, create some space. Hypercharge there for Lenar. On top of this speed, he might be able to go all the way here. Nothing Zeus can do.
चलो बच गई टीम, बच गई टीम।
Something done right. Sometimes you just gotta do it yourself. That is
ये क्या हो रही है?
filthy stuff.
मजे हो रहे हैं। अरे 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 अरे, सामने देखो एक छोरी बैठी हुई है।
It's in your way.
मियाँ।
The Swiss sensation gives SK.
उन्हीं के लिए तो हम बस एसटीओ को सपोर्ट कर देते हैं, थोड़ा सा इतू सा कर देते हैं।
SK Gaming for you, right? Not everyone is always going to have the best of sets, and it's so important that when that happens, you come together as a team and you pick up the slack. And it's very rare to see that from Joker, and everyone on the side of SK won't be worried about
भाई ये बढ़िया था भाई, ये जो मुंह पे बचा है बॉल को, कि इसके लिए योशी को तो मैं एमवीपी वाला दे दूंगा भाई,
Like that. You can't.
इसके लिए एमवीपी दे दूंगा मैं।
Kind of undersold the Otis pick at the start of this game. You know, the mute obviously just making it impossible.
ये क्या किया भाई, तुम बताओ? कुछ नहीं।
that's going to haunt him.
That's a doozy, folks.
कितनी सैलरी मिलती है भाई इसको?
Off the wall.
बताओ मुझे थोड़ा कि क्या हग्गू मुत्तू कर के आया वो।
Easy. Great finish there for Lenar and SK Gaming get their set on the board. Joker with a whopping 492 DPS. Talk about facilitating that guy outside of the small, flustered moment. Looks fantastic out there.
That's a screenshot now.
आई एम हमारा बकरा लेके घूम रहे
Brings that
हैं।
up. I'm just going to literally just be like, well, hey, 10 takedowns and that DPS.
So if,
Not
yeah, if
too
it gets
shabby.
into any banter with Firecrow on X, like someone I know, you can always throw that one out there to cover yourself. We've got ourselves a game, folks, here. Number 1, NA seed Elevate, and SK Gaming number 3 from EMEA. Leaving it all out there for us already. Couldn't have asked for a better way to keep
राइवल वर्सेस हम्बल चल रहा है दूसरे उसमें,
bounty time, though.
लेकिन हम पहले ये वाला कंप्लीट करेंगे, उसके बाद फिर आगे बढ़ेंगे।
This is where we'll find out who in this group will have the earliest of advantages. And Shooting Star certainly is a map where that RT pick could have a little bit of a factor. Angelo as well with that little bit of mid-lake Angelo
Being
being
able to
banned
cross
and RT
water
banned.
is very, very powerful here. It allows you to undertake gameplay patterns that you wouldn't normally have at your fingertips. So RT Nani, common ban out on Bounty. Max also taken away from Elevate. 2 sharpshooters plus Byron removed here by Elevate. And Byron combined with any other tank, but also his ability to turn a fight on his head is pretty scary.
Piper.
It's gonna be Piper here for SK Gaming.
I'm really loving the bans we've seen so far today. Really agreeing.
ओके, इसमें केंजी बैन नहीं है,
Having 6 unique
मोई भी बैन नहीं है।
some really entertaining draft too, and a Piper.
कौन सा मोड है?
I mean, you know me, but that's my kind of go-to, especially on a map like this. But certainly, it's going to leave itself open to some controlling factors. Also, some potential throwers in the mix. There's not a single one banned. Gus, I love the way that Gus has kind of shone back into the meta now as well, and certainly the knockback.
ओह, बाउंटी है।
Definitely a bit of a factor when combined with aggressive brawlers. Not going to be the flavor just yet of Elevate, going with the Gene, and of course, Magic Hand can turn that balance, but I wonder if a third and final pick might be looming here with that Gus first pick.
I mean, it definitely will be, but I'm thinking something of a tank nature potentially, right?
Exactly.
Or an assassin, someone who can really benefit from that Gus super, giving you that huge amount of shield, making you virtually unkillable.
Kenji's open, Mo's open, those are huge ballers here.
Ay, Dios mío, that is terrifying.
Yeah.
SK Gaming, though, have only really shown their hand in terms of maybe wanting to put a sharpshooter on
Aloo
the
tikki.
Tick here, very, very powerful on bounty. Can really cover this map. Also, a hypercharge that is pretty hard to avoid. We'll see what the last pick here for SK Gaming to round out the composition. Pearl here. Really benefits from a slower game, able to build up that heat. Also, when push comes to shove and, you know, you get dove.
क्या कोई लेगा केंजी? और मेरा बोलते ही केंजी is here. Finally, for the first time, we're gonna see Kenji in action.
Does Kenji have a star power that lets him shrug off the first hit he takes, a gadget that lets him heal an amount of damage he's taken recently, but he also heals whenever he does damage to an opposing brawler. It's pretty good.
The ability to stay off the map and just remain
Old move. अब देखो केंजी वाला एक्शन, अभी मजा आएगा.
something along those lines for Elevate.
देखते हैं क्या होता है केंजी. चलो ब्लू स्टार तो मिल जाएगा बहुत इजीली.
That being the ability to sit behind, but I mean, the Kenji into the tick into the Piper. I mean, I am very concerned for SK Gaming. So much pressure is going to be on Lennon to be able to hold his own here.
और गया.
Goes down early.
And blue star is down.
Game though for Elevate doesn't look nearly as good. They do have to get this Kenji within striking distance, which is easier said than done. Joker has a super that lets him avoid. Obviously, Pearl has a super that really makes you look silly for trying to dive her at all. And Tick has last hurrah, at least for that survivability. In comes Luffy, though, does land the slash.
Oh.
The gadget use. Luffy going to heal back up now. Poppin opens up the map a little bit more, but the pressure is starting to mount. In comes Luffy. Yoshi drops the Tick head. Last hurrah used there. Luffy tanks it because his star power's busted. And now SK Gaming have a 3-star lead.
I'm surprised, in all honesty, that SK are holding on as well as they have. It might not last, but if you're going in with a little slice there as well, low HP now, and there's a hypercharge from Yoshi that will connect and land on the map, forcing then that little bit of area control in the mid. Hypercharge as well available for Joker here, and that needs to land as RBM might try and get that magic hand to connect. He can jump away, he can evade it, but Yoshi can't say the same on that tick.
You've got to knock that shield off Luffy when he gets close. He has 12,000 HP with the Gus shield, plus the mitigation of that shield could be even more. 15k effective HP potentially. Luffy's getting closer. He knows he's going to go for it. 30 seconds left in the round here. Lennar has that shield from the heat, and Joker now has nowhere to go. It's going to have to be a pop. Who's going to save the Piper? Joker's in trouble now, and Luffy brings him down. Elevator's still behind by 2 stars, and Lennar is healthy. SK still have that lead.
Elevate now got the blue star and the magic hand available for RBM, but he's got to be together. And there, Luffy is low HP. He will go down as soon as he lands. 9 stars for SK. There's the magic hand from RBM.
Oh yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's going to be Zeus or nothing.
Oh no.
The blue star
Blue star. Oh.
and will remain until the
Blue star USA जीत गए.
points for SK Gaming.
And just a little thing
वो लोग चाहते थे ये केंजी ले और हम इसको मुता दें.
left. When he went for his super
भाई बहुत क्लोज गया. अगर ब्लू स्टार नहीं होता तो ये हार चुके थे.
that spot and go
जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ ब्लू स्टार ये जीत गए. हार गए थे.
he was blown up.
ओके मैच पॉइंट.
Game of inches here, Ark.
So much pressure. You can genuinely feel it in the arena as it goes deadly quiet all of a sudden.
Luffy low.
Very low indeed. And now we'll
Got
find
no
it.
heat.
Okay. Whoa.
Already. We've barely started.
Is the head first. Zeus in a bit of trouble now. Oh, the Piper is looming.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Joker's able to take an easy elimination on the Gus. Now you've got to make something happen here. But Luffy doesn't have a Gus super to play with. Has some gadget charges, I suppose. It's dicey. But Elevate need to get slicey.
Let's see now, looking on the left-hand side, rather just looking to push his way forwards. But again, Lennar's been so consistent at shutting it down. A pop of the gadget will keep Luffy in the mix, and the magic hand connects, and he comes in, but he's got to get out. Perfect timing, and Elevate survival, but they are still behind.
And the magic puffs though kept Luffy standing. He did well to return to the side of his gene. But Elevate need another super here to set up that kind of kill. They don't have it. It is relatively easy for Gene to build super with his poke.
क्या ये लोग कमबैक करेंगे? एलिवेट.
Time Elevate may not have with 47 seconds on the clock.
They're looking to go on the aggressive again. They can time this right now that RBM has got that super to hand. They'll be the perfect
ओ
time
भाई
to bring things back.
बचा लिया उसने.
With 35 seconds on the clock. It's gonna be tight. Hypercharge.
अरे एक ही जगह इकट्ठे हो गए भाई. ओ
No time for
मिल गया उनको.
Zeus is low, but far enough away from harm. And it's now gonna be 25 seconds for SK to bring back their lead. They lost it.
Elevate just have to stay alive now. 1-star lead and it's the blue star difference. Joker's looking for a shot but has to be careful. Getting too close would be his demise. In comes Lenar. Hypercharge available.
मिल गया.
Luffy, that's enough, but Lenar gets caught
ओह
in the head. He has the super
मिल गया उनको लीड.
for one trade and that keeps SK Gaming in the lead.
And with that, SK goes to the first point.
Oh baby, that one was close.
What a victory for SK Gaming because Elevate started to put the pressure on. They really did. Great draft. So much fate was placed in that Pearl pick. And it had to suffice.
और इसी के साथ अपने 500 पॉइंट तो हो गए हैं.
Elevate really did bring a fantastic game and it deserved to be that close.
Love that comp from Elevate. Really requires you though to take some risks, to be hyper aggressive. Look at these mines thrown down there. Just
आओ जल्दी से MVP दिखा दो भाई. MVP के 100 पॉइंट्स ले लें जल्दी से.
first round here where Zeus is still searching for that final elimination. He needed 2. Perhaps if he goes for a target with 3 stars on them, then they can flip things there. Leonardo, I mean, even though he got hooked in by Gene, he had super up. He says, I don't think you want to do this. Hits that
Okay, आ गया.
Gene down and secures a 1-for-1 trade.
600 पॉइंट्स हो गए. लाओ इसी के साथ अब दूसरा स्ट्रीम पे चलते हैं. वहाँ अंकल का चेहरा मत दिखाना प्लीज. उनको थोड़ा मास्क पहना के बैठाएं.
Especially paired up with Sprout's star power overgrowth is going to get quite a huge explosion radius. Should allow him to dispel things for now. And he's going to be gradually building towards that hypercharge, but especially the super that can guard the mid from enemy entry as the gas closes in towards the end of the game.
Oh, going for it early. I don't know about that one. That was a bold decision to send a Mandy super, something that takes some time to work for, all the way down that left-hand side to try and catch McQuay off guard. He had so much time to prepare for that, though.
Yeah, and we gotta admit though, Luki got that really fast off of Shu over here. Shu's gonna be kind of tickling him down with the gene damage, getting closer to his super. Nice pull from Melty. Semantic looking for a kill. Shu's keeping him alive with the magic puffs, and the wall comes up on the right.
Okay,
Takedown
one down.
on the left. Milkrio falls. and
क्या बात है
Humble with a
SK.
man advantage.
Another bold play and a
Yes.
desperation gadget out of Melty. Shu melted all the way down to
Oh, very
440.
low.
And now Gray, with just 1,500 HP left, knows that the damage is already done. He has no shot at this. Humble with a convincing opening round.
So how much do Humble respect Rival here? Do they go for the Mandy Super?
Oh,
Luki's
no.
gonna go for it down mid. No contact. He's whipped a couple of Mandy Supers.
क्या सुपर वेस्ट कर रहे हैं भाई बंदे.
Entirely. This is really making a statement to Rival and getting in their heads, I think.
That is a big time moment right there. If Luki had made any sort of tag, it already cycles it up enough. Shu with another miss there too. We need to start seeing Rival get some takedowns, make some contact. Semantic, hyper.
Oh, yeah.
Shot there. Shu rendered low, being brought forward, and now a bounce shot, a connection there.
Okay.
Connection is good. Humble, way ahead of the ball game.
Luki just needs to close around this top side for the kill.
Ding,
And
ding, ding, ding,
Humble
ding.
take game one so confidently. The way that they pushed up aggressively with Sprout, usually a brawler that defends around these walls, but you see how Semantic is using the walls to bounce that shot for such an extended duration.
Thank you
Huge
so much.
advantage over not just the lane that he's playing, but one of the ones on the left as well, getting some shots off on
Semantic carry.
Humble just looked better in that,
Yes,
and obviously there's
Sprout
plenty of
uncle
game
OP है
left.
भाई.
But at the end of the day, we just felt like, I don't know if it's nerves or what it is, but Rival just not looking like
Oh,
themselves.
oh, oh,
Find those mechanics.
अरे 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 हेल्प कर दो भाई कोई स्प्राउट अंकल की.
Push so aggressively to boss on the right
Eh,
side.
one down.
Completely pinched and Shu takes him down with a vengeful spirit.
अरे दोनों ही लो हैं भाई.
Disadvantage for Humble. In what most would consider a loss.
What reward you can get for watching the world hypercharge drop?
For Milkrio and Luki remains alive.
Let's see if Luki gets greedy once again. An early man disadvantage. That's something that is so valuable in Knockout, where kills are everything. Another walking cane. Melty doing much better in the second one. Has a teleport available through the wall. Luki connects. All of a sudden, a 3v1 situation. The sharpshooter cannot handle all this action. Rival Esports finally on the board.
On the board and got some momentum. on
24th
their side.
World Final
Win with
in
their
a
backs.
row.
No
क्या बात
connection
है.
there with the Bell gadget. It's just early damage. Humble gradually trying to find their comfort zone over here. With a crucial wall for Semantic broken open by Melty's gadget.
अबे किधर मार रहा है ये?
No contact. Milkrio
अब
shrugs it
तीन
off.
देखो, मैं अभी आया हूँ उसको देखते हैं वो ये मैच को, और ये लुकी अंकल ये तीसरा हाइप वो अपना सुपर मारे हैं, 3 सुपर सब ऐसे हवा में चला रहा है भाई ये।
The best they can really get
अरे
is
कितने हैं एक साथ दे दो ना, अलग अलग क्या दिए जा रहे हो?
no contact for Milkrio, but the
अरे
teleport in from Melty.
आज ही अभी पॉइंट लेके जाओ, उनका कहना आप भी पॉइंट ले लो सारे।
Remaining member, no HP, and a game win for Rival.
It was looking so convincing in game
बोल रहे हैं
one.
अब भी पूरे ले लो यार
Tables,
तुम,
friends. Interesting stuff.
बहुत डिले है
All
आपका,
of a sudden, looking
बहुत
alive
डिले में
and
तुम
well.
देख
There's
रहे हो
the
भाई।
Milkrio smile too. Right hand side looks like every single one of them pretty darn dialed in. You gotta think Humble really want to win this one. They are fighting a lot of demons from past lands.
You called it, Kenny, though. We saw the mechanics take a step up for Rival Esports over here. They know that they're going to have to mechanics diff this one. We also see the lane switch up. Luki's going to be going over to this Gene lane versus Shu on the right side. Milkrio back on Bell on the left. Semantic still doing the same old thing. Ideally, he doesn't get pulled by Melty with one of those gadgets and lose access to his walls like he did in the last game.
Kind of funny how every single one of the supers on Rival side matter. A missed Gust Bubble, a missed Walking Cane. Shu, of course, with a super available with that Gene Pool, can change up entire games. All the utility matters so much. In that second game, they really started to click.
अब लॉगिन मांगने लगा, क्या गोबर पनाया भाई? बोलता लॉगिन करो।
Definitely change things up, but he does it once again. Luki, low HP, a desperation wall to protect himself. Great defense out of Semantic.
Incredible teamwork from Semantic to keep Luki alive, but you cannot persist. A second Vengeful Spirits out of Shu. Man advantage once again for Rival Esports. Shu's gonna try and hang on to this super if he can, but Semantic does now have this hypercharge that's crucial for the next round, because that's exactly where we're headed. Rival Esports just one round off of taking a set.
Oh boy. Hypercharge available. Luki, I think, going to be handling this pretty seriously. He knows how conservative he needs to be. And gotta get a lined up super shot. He's flashing that super, goes for it, and another miss again. This is a
एक और
consistent
भाई,
problem
कितने
now.
बार
Luki's got to be hitting himself.
कितने
right now.
सुपर
He
मार
can't
दिए
get this
इसने?
super quickly, but it's not going to be given to him so
मेरी
easily by
स्ट्रीम
Gene.
अलग क्यों है?
He's
Because you
all
are
the way
watching on
backed up. On the right side,
स्ट्रीम
Shu's
1,
just
मैं
waiting
बीच
to
में
flip this ball.
चेंज करते
Especially
रहता
for
हूँ।
Semantic to get greedy. Long
वो वाला मैच अब भी खत्म हुआ।
a double pull, and Shu takes him down.
Rival goes for 2, swoops in for another. Shu looking for what's one more. Bus gets the kill, but Melty survives. Rival
Good one.
Esports takes set number 1.
What a start. What a tone setter from
और
Rival.
ये सुपरसेल आईडी का लॉगिन क्या मांगने लगा? चाचा
Expected to take the
चेंज कैसे करते हैं? चेंज करने के लिए यहाँ पर जाइए, लाइव पे क्लिक करिए, यहाँ पर फिर आता है सिलेक्ट स्ट्रीम। सिलेक्ट स्ट्रीम में ब्रॉल स्टार्स 2024 सिलेक्ट करोगे तो मेन वाली जो अभी आप देख रहे होगे वो दिख रही होगी।
Crazy Raccoon.
ओ सीआर यहाँ खेल रही है, रुको भाई पहले तो लॉगिन करना पड़ेगा। सुपरसेल आईडी से लॉगिन। बे नशे हैं तो हैं, बोलता नहीं और लॉगिन कर। कितना लॉगिन करो बे, हो तो गया लॉगिन, और कितना लॉगिन करें?
The second one soon to begin. Welcome to the desk.
जीटा वर्सेस सीआर आने वाला है।
Put the banger to start the day.
I genuinely don't think we could have
ये देखने लायक चीजें ये देखेंगे हम,
2024.
लेकिन अभी इसको ये बक 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 चलेगी अभी तो।
Well, we've got to move on to our next matchup, of course. Zeta versus CR, and for Zeta, these are the world champions.
ऑलरेडी मतलब आज के पूरे पॉइंट्स कंप्लीट होने लगे।
Meow and
पॉइंट्स कितने हो गए देख सकते हो, 715 हो चुके हैं, 715। यहाँ तक कि हम रिवॉर्ड ले चुके हैं और 1000 से ऊपर जा नहीं सकते एक दिन में, तो
and Meow as
बस
well.
1000 तक ही पहुँचेंगे।
Accomplished player in this squad. It's kind of interesting to see the favorite Brawl.
यहाँ भी इनको पैसे लगा के बेचना है, बोल रहे लो भाई सुपर फेस्ट कॉइन ले लो,
Let's see it mix it
यहाँ बाय कर लो भैया।
could call for it, but certainly a great amount of pressure on this very team to keep that crown on their heads.
Apparently world champions don't need food. He doesn't even know what food he likes. Question mark on the food. He doesn't even know himself, never mind us here on the desk. But yeah, what an absolutely
वो वेबसाइट ओपन नहीं होगा।
all year long. And
हाँ तो हमको वैसे भी कौन सा ओपन करना है?
about their opponents.
क्लिक कर दे। अरे मैं तो वैसे ही नहीं खरीदता भाई,
When you pin world champions against world champions, 10-sided
मैं तो देखी ही नहीं।
they don't need much
मैं तो देख ही नहीं रहा डबल फैंस। अरे तो मत देखो, रिवॉर्ड तो ले लो, हाइपर चार्ज है भाई। देख रहे हो, फ्री का हाइपर चार्ज है मेरा भाई, फ्री हाइपर चार्ज। इस हाइपर चार्ज के लिए देखना बनता है, देखना भी नहीं है तो बस MVP चूज करके भाग जाने का घर।
So again, I'm looking forward to seeing whether that brawler might make an appearance for him, but this is going to be honestly such a tough matchup. This is the group of death, in my opinion, and going back to the 2023 World Finals, it was Zeta Division that knocked out.
एक हाइपर चार्ज कितने का आता तुम्हें पता है ना? 5000 गोल्ड का। उस 5000 गोल्ड के लिए कितनी मेहनत करनी पड़ती है पता है तुमको? हाँ दे देंगे इसके लिए, हाँ दे देंगे, बिल्कुल दे देंगे। 5000 गोल्ड कमाने के लिए भाई साहब पूरा एक ब्रॉल पास का सीजन कंप्लीट करना पड़ जाता है। लेजेंडरी ड्रॉप तो नल्ला है, हाइपर चार्ज मत देखो। लेजेंडरी को मैंने बोला ही नहीं इसलिए कि लेजेंडरी है, मैंने ना ये बोला कि देखो ये रिवॉर्ड वाला भी है, ये देखो रैंक्ड रिवॉर्ड वाला भी है। मैंने उसको गिना भी नहीं, मैं उसको गिन भी नहीं रहा कि ये है लेजेंडरी है, एक पिन है, ये सब मैं गिन ही नहीं रहा। मैं बोल रहा हूँ, मैं सिर्फ देख रहा हूँ ये हाइपर चार्ज के लिए। 5000 गोल्ड का हाइपर चार्ज है वो। अब उसमें से जो भी निकल जाए, लेकिन है तो ना। फ्रैंक का मिल जाए तो मजे ही मजे। मेरे पास है फ्रैंक का, रैंक्ड वाला ब्लिंक देगा, जो भी देगा, क्या ही करना है। जो भी मिलेंगे उसका मेरे को काम आ जाएगा ना। मैं बॉक्स ओपनिंग वाले जो वीडियो बनाता हूँ उसमें काम आ जाएंगे वो डब्बे, क्या दिक्कत है। अभी 50 डब्बे हैं मेरे पास, ये और 10-20 मिल जाएंगे तो 70-75 बॉक्सेस का बॉक्स ओपनिंग वाला वीडियो हो जाएगा अपना, मजे ही मजे। अरे भाई कितना चक्कर पकड़ भाई। लाओ जब तक वो देख के आए भाई वहाँ क्या हो रहा है, क्या चल रहा हो ये इधर। अभी तो चूजिंग ही चल रही है। चलो दिखाओ, यही वाला दिखा दो जब तक। अरे नहीं खरीदना भाई, नहीं खरीदना। तुम फ्री का दे रहे हो तो बात अलग है, नहीं खरीदना। बाकी निकलो यहाँ से। कौन है ये लोग?
I'm seeing potential for this surge to be kept on level 1 for a pretty serious duration of time. Against that Rico, it's tough to dodge the shots. It's possible, but at a pro level, you're facing a professional Rico. That's going to be tough. Into the squeak, it's nigh impossible because you're going to be facing a slow. We'll see Semantic immediately pop it. That means Melty's going to have to run the right lane, lest he feeds some charged boss over here on the left side. Immediately, Rival Esports fold their push back into the right corner.
ओ बहुत लो, और बहुत लो, और भाई लुढ़का दिए गए हैं। नाइस, जोकर की याद आ गई है शॉट देख के, जिनने अपनी दीवार पे शॉट फेंक के मारा था जब कोई नहीं था तब।
It means he has some defense against Rico, which is one of the big reasons.
Melty भैया लुढ़क गए।
What a super from Semantic to get the kill. They're about to take down.
भाई क्लेंसी भैया ओपन कैसे थे?
Maybe Humble are just built for game ones. Melty still on this tier 1 stage. Lukey with an easy shot here, and Humble will take a 1-0 lead here in set number 2.
Positively trouncing Rival Esports over here.
शेयर करने का ऑप्शन क्यों नहीं आ रहा? क्योंकि हम वो वाले स्ट्रीम को देख रहे हैं ना, वो मेन है, ये तो साइड स्ट्रीम है।
Losing a group stage match against Rival, a team that is certainly the underdog in the stare down.
If you're Humble, this would be a devastating loss. They are up 1-0 here in set number 2. Lukey from the long range.
इधर भी Semantic कैरी।
with a pull, a nice tag as well.
अरे भाई चिपक गया बंदा, मार।
Better lane matchups this time for Rival Esports. We see Milkrayo on the left side pick up a kill, and Milkrayo has that super to keep boss back. that affords some time for Melty to push up.
अबे ये
Has
स्ट्रीम
this
इनकी
level
रुक
one
रुक के
skill.
चल रही है
They
भाई.
should be progressing closer and closer to a level 2, especially if you can get Luki by surprise on the right. Every member of Humble forced into their own goal. Desperate supers and attacks come out. Shu with 1 kill. Every member falls. And that's goal number 1 for Rival.
Massive adjustment there from Rival, something we've also consistently seen. They're a good game to squad. They're going to be resetting here.
क्या कर रहे हैं?
Melty can't move left. Milcreo forced away. This time Humble are looking to take charge.
Melty trapped in mid, but could this be a trap for Humble as they look to push forward? Not quite. Boss out with a super to eliminate Milcreo. And Shu tries to push up on the left side. Excellent gadget on the right to keep Luki from getting even more forward and potentially getting a goal. But this mid control belongs to Humble.
Still lead for Humble here.
Oh, full down. पूरी team down.
Luki looking to prove himself here in this second set.
जी
Unbelievable
जी
performance after
कम
a
बैक
slow
तो है.
start.
प्यार किया तो डरना क्या.
Insane team kill
सही बात.
just from Luki. That is why
स्टार्ट होने
we
वाला
can
है.
expand
हो जाने तो ये मैच देख के जाएंगे भाई. मस्त चल रहा है यार.
use that super pretty
अरे
well.
अरे क्लैंसी भाई ने पूरा सुपर भर दिया मुंह में उसके भाई.
Still remains strong on the right side, just trying to keep these guys back. Eventually falls in mid, certainly belongs to Humble.
Luki once again releasing another super. This time no real connection. Boss
भर दिया मुंह में भर दिया.
a beautiful tag. Milcreo forced away into his spawn in the big tank. Left to just
प्रीको काम इधर मुतने का है.
he can't move a muscle. It's still Humble in prime positioning.
Hypercharge out from Semantic. That's 1, 2. Milcreo, the final domino, and the chain falls. And Humble go to set 3.
सेट 3 तक जा चुके हैं तो बस
This is one that I didn't
आओ
necessarily
तुम
expect.
लोग के लिए हम वापस अब लगा देते हैं.
2-0. No bad teams at World Finals.
बेटी अब ये वापस बहुत लंबा चलेगा इनका चूज करने का ऑप्शन स्टेज 3 के लिए. जब तक हम आ जाते हैं. देखो अभी तक ये चालू नहीं हो पाया. अभी तक इनका चूजिंग चल रहा था. जब इसका एक मैच खत्म होगा तब वो उधर पे आएगा. हम्बल्ड राइवल esports. वाओ वेरी डेंजरस. चलो ये एक टाइप से ये है वर्ल्ड फाइनल स्टेज का मुकाबला. क्रेजी रैकून वर्सेस जीटा डिवीजन. इसमें आएगा मजा नहीं लाइफ. एंड बूम.
I think I'd say Zeta Division. It's kind of something we've questioned all year long is Crazy Raccoon's composition or drafting skills, I should say. So we'll see.
अभी जीटा वालों ने स्प्राउट लेके आए हैं. क्या
A bit of a better job. But
स्प्राउट इतना फायदा करेगा या नहीं करेगा देखना पड़ेगा. टेम्पो के बाल आ रहे हैं उनके आंखों के सामने. खेल नहीं पा रहा. अभी तो खेलना शुरू किया है. देखते हैं. ये बाकी ज्यादातर लोग सारे एक ही टाइप के कॉम्प लेते हैं. कॉम्प देख लो सब पूरा फिक्स ही है. बस ये यहाँ पे ब्रॉक चेंज हो गया. ब्रॉक पता नहीं कहाँ से आ गया.
big help in this late game when we start to see it close down and the walls have been broken in mid by Tensai. He does take a few shots to the face on the left-hand side though, but thanks to those magic buffs, he gets the heals up, blocks Shitampo out, and that means he's going to have to go into the button.
Oh
into the
yeah,
gas.
nice one.
Moya get taken down. Tensai's going to follow, and Shitampo will be there shortly after. 3-0 for Zeta Division, and what a start for them.
Really clean, really methodical.
ब्रॉक स्प्राउट के लिए लेकिन कुछ कर तो नहीं पा रहा है. और वो तो उस लेन में देख भी नहीं रहा. ब्रॉक अंकल देखो ना उधर. ओ ये जीनी अंकल ने बोले चल इधर आ. इधर खोपचे में आ. इधर उधर से क्या पत्थर फेंक रहा है. इधर मुंह पे आकर बोल क्या कौन सा पत्थर फेंक दिया था.
Pearl on the left-hand side can be doing more of the same on the opposition side though. Still got a shield, but it's got a question of whether or not they're going to use it. Big hits coming in from Tensai, managed to make a connection with both of them, and it looks like they're looking for the gas as their answer, but Shitampo will deny that, and now he will follow in shortly after as we see Crazy Raccoon even the score in round 2.
This round then for the first
लेन चेंज कर लिया इन लोगों ने. लेन चेंज्ड.
Hypercharge still there with Meow and supers for both Gary there and now so let's see how they choose to use them. So hypercharge for Tensai also. Shitambo trying to work his way around and a good healthy wall there from Meow, forcing back Zeta.
तोड़ दे भाई, वो तोड़ दे.
From left hand side as it was in that first round. A devastating spot, they won't forget that at all. Continuing to push their way forwards just a little bit. CR now know they've got to push back and they're doing so.
अभी कितने बजे होगा वर्ल्ड फाइनल? सेम टाइम,
Yeah, they're starting to gain some real ground.
9 बजे.
Instance, Meow's going to throw down a wall and try get control of this right-hand side once more. Here comes the hypercharge from Tensei and everybody springs into action with the side of Crazy Raccoon, raining down on Meow, but surviving.
ओ बच गया, मार दे.
To start to rejoin him in there.
अरे
Missed.
भाई जीनी ने वेस्ट कर दिया.
Bit of a countermeasure, but the pull was missed regardless. Now he, over the right-hand side, is marked up. Has to be a bit cautious about how he plays this out. But now the hypercharge comes from Moya. Extra speed. And there's the Vengeful Spirits as well. Round the right-hand side. Now he gets a dirty hit with the super. Moya goes down. Tensai all alone. Can he get it done? Gets one. But the gas doesn't hit in time. And Zeta Division take game 1.
हेलो गेमिंग विद चप्पल.
And straight into a Sprout shot. A very close affair. CR just coming just that a little bit short there. Going into this next one, gonna have to just rethink slightly. So close. But Zeta kept the ice in their veins. Claim the first game now. Need to see a little bit more of an adaptation. A bit more confidence being displayed here from Crazy Raccoon as they were getting pushed around just a little bit too much for me. Could have gone either way, though, let's be honest.
I mean, Meow just playing it so cautiously towards the end there. Did end up saving the gas, but in the end, outlasted his opponent with a nice hit. Another one of those rocket fuel goes down. Actually tries to use it to get a kill rather than breaking down some of these Sprout walls. That's not the route I would have gone. But now chooses to pivot and go for that wall break on the bottom side where Meow is lingering.
Good rocket ray.
Oh yeah,
Tensai.
nice
That
one.
is exactly the bit of a breath of relief that they can now grasp. Oh, tap with this low, but the pickup is there from Moya. Lovely stuff. A 3 versus 1 is not something that CR are going to take lightly. They'll be able to just keep things together,
GG's.
get the job done, and get that round on the board.
जूस पिला दो एप्पल का. आओ तुम्हें मिक्सर में डाल देते हैं. आखिर तुम हो तो एप्पल ही. फिर वही जूस उठा के तुम्हें ही पिला देते हैं, क्योंकि आखिर हो तो तुम एप्पल ही.
Well, Moya is certainly
Oh,
going to
nice.
connect with Meow. In the meanwhile, it's the top that gets the finding of Geru. Making it
ये तो
3
पुल
versus
कर
2,
लेगा.
exactly what Crazy
खींच ले
Raccoon
भाई,
wants
खींच
to
ले.
have going into this
मोए
one.
मोए भाई
First
खींच
round
लो.
back. Tensai could even use the hypercharge now and just secure things. Either be the way that I would go is now that top right as well. Meow so incredibly low. As a result, the hack gadget Tensai dancing, but the support now coming through.
GG's.
Tempo from Moya, and that's going to be a game going
Set
the way
point.
of Crazy Raccoon.
Just what we wanted. A close match is what we were promised. And Crazy Raccoon not dropping this first set without a fight. Zeta Division need to kind of rethink their tactics now as I feel
मैं तो गेमिंग एप्पल हूँ, जूस वाला नहीं. तो क्या हुआ, हो तो एप्पल ही ना.
this right-hand side, choosing not to break this kind of mid-portion of the map at the start.
Makes a lot of sense. They were kind of struggling as Meow started to work his way around to the right then, and kind of that was the wall that was being a bit problematic as that lane side would start to take hold. Novi there just knows that if he can just push forwards, get that pressure on, then those wall breaks are less likely to happen. Now Meow's already got an early wall here as well. Going to place it down. That middle area going to be there as well. Not the best of coverage because Geru's there in the mid waiting to land some of those gust shots, but it will trickle down eventually. But again, this is the position that Zeta
Come on, Tensai भाई, अपना सुपर चार्ज करो और फिर उठाओ, ते मारो.
and make some space for themselves, keep their HP in check with the result of that star power from the Gene. Top position now, Shitambo so low.
Easy shots from Meow. He left kind of a pathway through there and chose to punish Shitambo, who wanted to walk through it. Moya solo on this top side. Gero trying to pinch in now, but no shots from the Pearl finding it. Meow versus Tensai up close, and the Sprout wins that one. Gero versus Shitambo down the bottom. Now trying to get some shots onto Moya, gets one, and the gadget as well. 2v1 as Zeta managed to take the
nice
first
try.
round of the deciding game.
ये जापान वर्सेस कोरिया है.
Blackout shield,
Wow.
instrumental. The decision just to keep pushing their way forwards was really the right one there for Zeta. At just the right time. He knew he was a couple of shots away from earning it, and it just came at a perfect
भाई कब तक चलेगा, जब तक इंसान सहता रहेगा ये चलता रहेगा.
Crazy Raccoon have got to survive this one just that little bit longer on. If he can just kind of pair things with Tampo and get that immediate takedown. Doesn't really matter who he tries to pull now. The Sprout comes down, will provide a little bit of coverage, but not really the best of them for Meow. But the map's so open now, he's not really got much choice.
Still got gadgets though. There's the port.
ओ ये पहले इधर आ साला इधर आ खोपचे में 6 सेम दिखने वाले लोग का मैच ऐसा नहीं है भाई, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं कि सेम दिखते हैं, बिल्कुल गलत बात बोल रहे हैं आप. आई एम नॉट एग्रीइंग विथ यू बिकॉज सबके बाल जो हैं वो अलग हैं. एक के पास पीली झाड़ू वाले बाल हैं, एक के पास टकली झाड़ू वाले बाल हैं, एक के पास कौवा कट है. इनके खेलने के टाइम पे क्यों नेटवर्क इशू नहीं आता कि लैन पे खेल रहे हैं, और ऐसा नहीं है कि नेटवर्क इशू नहीं आता, लैन पे खेलने पर भी इनका नेटवर्क इशू आता है. उसके पहले के एग्जांपल हम देख चुके हैं. अगर कोई फिर भी बोल रहा है कि इनके में नेटवर्क इशू नहीं आता, बिल्कुल आता है. भाई बार बार अलग है सबका, झाड़ू सबके पास, झाड़ू सबके पास कॉमन चीज है बिल्कुल. Oh yeah.
Two versus two. Tampo finding me out there. Gero is low as well. But the shot, the second one from Tensai did find it. Everyone is so low. Who is going to be staying?
Oh my god. स्प्राउट हाइपर अगले साल यूज करेगा.
But what a back and forth affair. I mean, really and truly, could have gone either way. It was a.
ये देखिए, ये है पीली झाड़ू वाले बाल. MVP कौन निकला? MVP. अरे अभी कहाँ से हो जाएगा? अभी 2 साइड जीतने होते हैं भाई, अभी कहाँ जीत जाएगा? सीआर ने जीटा को पीटा. अरे अरे अरे, ब्रेकिंग न्यूज. डुंग 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 डुंग. सीआर ने पीटा जीटा को, कहा अगले साल भी पीटेंगे, भले ही वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स के फाइनल में क्यों ना हार जाएं, स्टेज लीग में तो हरा ही देंगे. पिछले बार भी हराया था. हिलो. अरे भाई तुम हिलो यार, हम तो इतने देर से हिल ही रहे हैं. इन लोगों ने नाम भी गजब रखा है, स्प्राउट जीटा.
How perfect that has got to be to hit both of them there, or the game could have gone very differently.
आई गस अंकल ने कुछ ज्यादा कमाल नहीं किया. डैमेज मिला उनको लेकिन किल नहीं मिला. पावन भाई मैं याद हूँ कि भूल गए. गेरो भाई घर जाओ आप. घेरो भाई को, घेरो भाई, घेरो अच्छे से घेरो. मॉन्स्टर एनर्जी स्पॉन्सर, ESL स्पॉन्सर, DHL स्पॉन्सर. ओके दूसरी लगा लो अंबल वाली.
Perfect for coverage, and then the decision as to whether you want to leave that bush and keep that unpredictability. Crazy Raccoon banning them.
Here for Rival Esports, it's down to the last 15 seconds. Melty's got this super to push in, needs to plant that over.
Humble is winning.
Gonna try and hide behind this wall in order to do so. Milkreo Shu just got to get some value in here. A super available to Shu, but he's too low health to get in. The final 3 seconds, Shu's gonna go for it, but there's no chance. Humble take the match.
Celebrations coming in.
And
roaring.
GG's.
That these two teams put on to start off Group D. 2-1 the final scorecard, and Semantic
और
gets
इसी
to
के साथ
celebrate his
हम्बल वाला
first
भी
ever
अपना
win
सही हो गया
against
है।
a team outside of mainland China.
Excellent stuff for Humble.
क्या चूज करना है, ब्रॉल स्टार्स 2024 या बी स्ट्रीम? जिसको देख के आपको मजा आए वो देख लो भाई। मेरे तो पूरे 1000 पॉइंट्स ही होने वाले हैं। 1000 पॉइंट्स ही हो गए भाई अपने तो पूरे। 865 हो गया। अब इसका MVP और चूज कर लेते हैं, 965 हो जाएगा। बस खत्म अपना तो भाई। लेकिन नहीं, मजा आ रहा है तो देखेंगे अभी। चलो लगा लेते हैं वापस।
Best of 3, anything can happen. We truly meant that. Right?
Kenji, so good drafting from Crazy Raccoon. They're willing to take the risk.
मैं लेट हो गया इसलिए अभी 440 हुआ। लगे 440 वोल्ट छूने से तेरे पे। और ओके, MVP आ गया। सेमेंटिक भाई को हमने दे दिया MVP, और इसी के साथ 965 पॉइंट्स हो चुके हैं। और बस 35 पॉइंट्स ही ले सकता हूं मैं, और उसके बाद फिर
I mean, it's my boy Meow's favorite brawler. So,
लग जाएगा आज के दिन का फाटक।
yeah, you're kind of like, oh, okay, they've taken out tank counter. We'll just go a different one. But no, they actually go, okay, we're going to take your tank into a tank counter. It kind of baffles me a little bit, but I'm sure Zeta Division know what they're doing.
मेरे
It's a long
800,
way as well, and I do like that.
540।
Very
ओके,
versatile,
मुझे तो
but
पॉइंट्स भी नहीं मिलेगा।
it's going to be a big help.
क्यों नहीं मिलेगा? तुमने लगाया ही नहीं होगा कुछ।
Kenji's got a lot of mobility, but Stu can still get away.
I feel like this could be a very quick set in favor of Zeta. If they get this right, this Frank is either going to absolutely pop off and just destroy the defense and the bush along with it, or it's going to be a bit of a sort of
मनु प्लेस तबियत कैसी आपकी? एसटे को ही वोट करता मैं, मनु की वजह से एलिवेट को किया था। वाह, अब मतलब किसी का तुम सुनो पहले। पहली बात तो तुम किसी और का सुन के पहले वोट करो, फिर दूसरी ऊपर इल्जाम लगाओ कि भाई तेरी गलती है। तुम्हारी गलती है। कोई कुछ भी करे, तुम्हें अपने से चूज करना था। इतना तुम्हें गलत लग रहा है तो फालतू में, मतलब उसने बोला था तो मैंने कर लिया, तो क्यों किया? कल को बोल देगा तुम अपनी किडनी बेच के उसको पैसा मनु को दे देना, तो तुम करोगे क्या? अगर करने वाले हो तो कर दो, करो ना।
Should be able to pick up Tensai here, thrown over his shoulder though, survives it out just a little bit longer, and a missed pass from Naui, but he is going to surely pick up this ball and get the goal.
ओ भाई, बच गया गोल।
a tense scenario there. One that I feel Zeta should have been able to handle. Meanwhile, Crazy Raccoon now pushing their way back forward.
अरे कल का प्रेडिक्शन कब आ रही है? पता चल जाएगा।
Almost found a triple kill, let's be honest.
ओ
Find the gap between the legs.
ओ, अभी भी चांस है। मोया भाई कर दो, गोल कर दो।
Good defense from Zeta, but CR had a chance, couldn't quite execute it though. And a hypercharge, ready to roll now for Naui, but who's in his face? It's Tensai on the primo, gets one, hypercharge there, he's ready for the pass forward, goes in on Meow, gets the kill, and the Kenji's there too. CR takes
नाइस, गुड वन भाई, बढ़िया सेव था वो। नाइस सेव भाई। फ्रैंक के मुंह पे जो दिया है, इतनी हेल्थ लेके घूमने वाला बंदा।
Pop as well prior to it. Meanwhile, though, Palpable on the aggressive gets taken care of finally by Meow, and it's just Moya. But to be fair, of the one of the three brawlers to have on the side of Crazy Raccoon still standing, you want
नाइस वन।
Yeah, great pushback there from Moya on the left-hand side. Throws him straight into the hands of Tensai, who got a bit of supercharge along the way from it as well. Going to be able to meet Naui in open combat. Get wasted. Super 2. Kenji on the left side. Surely a little 1-2 and a goal for Meow. Oh no! Saved it!
Oh.
But they still force it in.
चलो, अच्छा बचा लिया था सर्ज अंकल ने, लेकिन फिर भी इतना नहीं बचा पाए कि गोल रोक सके। गोल तो फिर भी होगा। थोड़ी देर के लिए, 1 सेकंड के लिए सर्ज भाई ने बचा तो लिया था गोल।
Zeta are on the ropes. They've got to find an
Who will win? ST versus Foot
They
Esports.
can still survive this set, but they've got to start making these moments count because Crazy Raccoon have just got all the momentum in their favor.
मोया ने कुछ नहीं खोया, एक भी मौका नहीं खो रहा भाई। और भाई इस मैप पे तो मुझे सच्ची बता रहा हूँ, एल प्रीमो अंकल खेलने में मजा आ जाता है। 950 मैंने एल प्रीमो लेके ही किया है। ये मैप में एल प्रीमो भैया गॉड है भाई साहब।
We're in a tough position. We're going to see the tornado come down, but not going to be able to get a lot from it. Kenji actually slicing and dicing, but Meow will land straight on him and get the tree. Tensai gets a super along the way here. Might want to go for the goal. Chooses to turn back and think better.
Gero's just going to tickle him. Let's be honest, you've got to have Novi there in full force. Jumping in now then is Tensai, cycling beautifully and staying alive, most importantly, as now Moya clears up the scraps. It's just Gero trying to buy some time, but in the meanwhile, he's got to get the ball clear, but he sends it straight back.
Yeah, Tensai wants the super here. He knows he can score if he gets it. Moya's going to miss the super.
ओ भाई क्या बचा है?
Switching there, Stampo dashing side to side, evading a few shots from Naui. Nice stuff from CR. 3v2 situation. Down goes another. Just the surge remaining, and it's not enough.
It's a goal.
Slight it in.
रीटा गोबर है, अगर इनके साथ हारा तो पहले भी हार चुका, पिछले वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स में भी हार चुका है. वेरी क्लोज. मुझे लगा बचा लेंगे. एसएसजी ने बस नाक कटा दी.
Kenji going in, trying to slice and dice, gets one, but now he's still here to defend. Can't get a pass off. Might be a breakaway for Zeta now. They've got a chance. Shot's not there, and Tensai will be the one to defend.
So tense as now Crazy Raccoon joined this for the defense.
देखो ऐसा है,
He's got to heal up now.
एक आध दो तो गलत होंगे ही भाई. प्रेडिक्शंस आपके, हर टीम एक जैसा रोज परफॉर्म नहीं करती, लेकिन फिर भी अगर आपका 80% भी सही है तो आपके पॉइंट्स कंप्लीट हो ही जाने वाले हैं.
Pitch perfect defense for Zeta here. 3 consecutive smashes, and Tensai's got to think twice.
Tensai still lives though. He's got all of them there. A little knockback available from Moya. Will use the hypercharge in there as well. Puts it into the hands of Tensai, who will corner the ball. Buy CR a bit of time for some respawns, but Meow wants the ball. He's trying to find it. Jumps over the jump. The knockback's there. Kenji's slicing, but the ball comes in.
Oh yeah.
Zeta Division live to fight another day.
The timing with that surge was absolutely perfect.
उससे मुझे क्या, मेरा तो प्रेडिक्शन गलत हो जाएगा ना.
Zeta finally now off the
तो
mark.
भी क्या हुआ भाई, इतने सारे मैचेस आराम से तुम्हारा हो जाता है. पॉइंट्स तो
So bleak.
बहुत ट्रैफिक है.
As you can see, the Crazy
किंग
Raccoon starting.
वेबसाइट पे बहुत ज़्यादा अटक रही है मेरा.
It's going to be a tough one. I feel like they are struggling against
क्या अटक रहा है?
this Kenji. No doubt
बढ़िया तो चल रहा है. मैं भी तो उनकी वेबसाइट पे देख रहा हूँ, मेरे को कौन सा अलग से सर्वर दे रखा है.
in this set.
Gero gets tossed over his shoulder. A little pass forward for Kenji, but he gets the ball.
Oh, no!
Pass! An accidental pass into the hands of Gero.
पता
That was over.
भाई ने चलते चलते गोल मार दिया, और वहां पर
Play I've ever seen.
हमारे जोकर भाई ने जो शॉट मारा था वही आंखों के सामने चल रहा है कि बंदे ने बकायदा खड़े होके एंगल बना के बॉल फेंकी, बाउंस करा दी.
Moya might be far away from the super here, so they've got to be really cautious to not feed into that very idea here. As now Tensai
पता नहीं मेरा टक रही है.
CR should be able
तो
to
यूट्यूब पे देखो यहाँ पर, और वहां जाके अपना वोटिंग फोटिंग जो करना है करके आओ.
Into this kind of bottom right hand side corner. Jump goes in, but a jump from Sergio will counteract that, and the Stu will be able to run away. Surviving is Meow now, but it's passed over to the left hand side where Moya awaits. No super in hand, but that will be one. Now the super comes in. Can the pass go through? And he finishes the super in time and denies CR a goal.
an instrumental save, but now with Tensai coming in with super and the hypercharge, this can be forced through here. Meow comes in and actually makes the final save. It's down to Navi. Can he survive? Nice twister there from Moya just to ensure it.
नाइस वन.
It's Crazy
स्टू अच्छा खेल रहा है.
to the goal.
खेलने को सभी अच्छा ही खेल रहे हैं.
Goal for a set number 3, and that will be decided. Hypercharge gets through.
हाइपर चार्ज को हाइपर चार्ज से काउंटर कर दिया बंदे ने, गैजेट दबा के. क्या बात है, फ्रैंक चीचा ओपी.
What incredible value, but it's not enough still. As Crazy Raccoon are holding their own and really making Zeta work for this one. It's just Moya. He can gadget on the ball and he will do just that. Nami will get the stun, but they can't get the ball on the side of Zeta.
Yeah, now he's looking for a super now. Can break open all these walls with a single play, but yet to be able to get it. Kenji.
Here it is.
Moya, there's the super. Can they save it? Slice by Shitampo, who saves.
बहुत ही खतरनाक भाई. 3 लाख की वॉचिंग चल रही है वेबसाइट पे.
Find the winner.
This is unbelievable, but it is still Crazy
भाई
Raccoon
खतरनाक चल रहा है भाई.
from taking this series. A perfectly timed jump into the hands of Garu, who should be able to now dash force to get the ball. It's just Tensai. He's got gadget now as well.
दीवार में पटक दिया.
Of Zeta.
Tensai goes for ball, but actually plays it straight into their hands once more instead of it. He gets
Uh,
the pass
ओ
from Zeta Division
डेटा डिवीजन कम बैक. 1-1 हो गया
by CR.
स्कोर.
But even the score, it's 1-1.
खतरनाक भाई।
all the way. What a pleasure
अब वैसे भी
to watch these two
जीटा
teams
डिवीजन
dance.
और क्रेजी रकून का मैच है, ये तो वैसे ही लास्ट तक खींचेंगे और मुझे तो पूरा यकीन है कि अगला जो सेट होने वाला है उसमें भी लास्ट के लास्ट वाले मैच में जाके रिजल्ट आने वाला है।
Do not fight a long shot. I was so worried for Novi, honestly, because that Frank is devastating into a Kenji. You're really struggling to land your shots to see the
लास्ट के लास्ट में जाके भाई साहब रिजल्ट देंगे, मैं पूरा यकीन है।
It was beautiful to watch.
मनु प्लेस, तबीयत कैसी है आपकी? बताओ भाई। कैंजी सो बैलेंस्ड, अरे कैंजी सो बैलेंस्ड हुआ करता था, अभी 2 दिन बाद देखना उसकी कोई औकात नहीं रहेगी, वैसा बैलेंस बनाएंगे उसका। भैया ये मेरी टांग नकली है, मैं पहले हॉकी का प्लेयर हुआ करता था।
I mean, oh my goodness.
वही डायलॉग मारते हुए आएगा वो।
Now in that matchup, 18 kills, 521 DPS is crazy. It makes Tampo's 14 kills and 440 look actually miserable by comparison. Crazy stuff there from Zeta.
I mean, what a matchup that was, and we expected.
मानू की तबीयत इज इक्वल टू कैंजी आफ्टर नर्फ।
They're going aggressive. We're going to see
Wow.
some great games, and that is exactly what we saw. Sweating. I'm sweating after that one. I need to wipe my head.
They're sweating on the
म्याऊ
stage.
ने
We're
मोटा
sweating
दिया।
on this. But I mean, what a spectacle. It really, really was. I mean, we knew coming in when we saw the draft in that game, it was going to be spectacular. And both teams there just proving that to be true. A wonderful draft. We've got to give our blessings towards it and a lot of credit to it as we move in to what will be the decider here. It's going to be Shooting Star as the map, Bounty, of course, as the mode. And a very important draft now. A huge decision in what I said from the beginning is the group of death, in my opinion. Will Crazy Raccoon get their revenge after they were taken down last year by this very team who went the distance to claim the crown and be declared the Brawl Stars
दूसरा मैच देखो,
champions of 2020?
अरे भाई इतना खतरनाक मैच चल रहा है, उसके बीच में दूसरा मैच देखूं? क्रेजी रखून वर्सेस जीटा डिवीजन छोड़ के मैं दूसरा मैच देखूं? कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं? किसका चल रहा है दूसरा वाला?
Some room for the rest of his team, but didn't do the most. RT will be brought in by Moya as the first pick. It's one of the more versatile.
We discussed in that mid-season 2 performed pretty well. In fact, they managed to take
एसके
down
वर्सेस
G2.
फुट स्पोर्ट्स अभी तो
Now,
चालू भी
Prowess
नहीं
is
हुआ
default
भाई,
just a moment ago. Now they're not out of
नहाने
the
धोने
just
गए हैं
yet.
अभी तो बंदे,
However, two
नहीं हुआ है चालू अभी। फुट वर्सेस एसके अभी तो उसमें और टाइम लगेगा, 4-5 मिनट, जितनी देर में तो ये चालू होके इसका खत्म भी हो जाएगा भाई, तब जाके वो चालू होगा। क्योंकि अभी तो वो इंट्रोड्यूस होंगे आके, उसके बाद फिर मैप दिखाएंगे, उसके बाद फिर चूज करेंगे कैरेक्टर्स, जब तक तो यही खत्म हो जाएगा।
Yeah, well, I do like the Gus.
Crazy match, crazy.
Adds that kind of sharp
Nani?
see, and also kind of does well against the rest of the sharpshooters with that extended range, kind of sprays out at the end and makes it really, really tough to dodge if you're someone like Moya or someone like a Piper, as well as that RT, obviously. So we'll see what Crazy Raccoon do have to answer that, because Gus and Nani,
एसके का सही है, दोनों जगह खेल रही है,
you know, the draft is
सब
something
खेल रहे हैं भाई।
struggling with for the
अरे 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 अंकल अंकल, सामने से ऐसे जुल्फे हटा सकते हैं आप,
carry forwards.
जरूरी नहीं है कि हर टाइम अपने झाड़ू का प्रमोशन करना है।
But the draft does need to be a big, big part of it, and G
जीत गया जीटा,
is the answer.
It's a nice pick.
Prediction
Safe
OP.
division. Having that Nani really kind of deters Crazy Raccoon away from the Piper idea. It's such a hard counter into it. So they were thinking it. They've now got to reconsider themselves. The Gene then coming through, just allowing more healing off the back things and being able to make that power play.
नानी गस तो बोल ही दिया
Could
मैं,
be a huge turning point
कब
in
बोला?
back and forth. Third and
ऊपर
final pick now
नानी पाइपर गस,
for Crazy
तो
Raccoon.
क्या चाहते हो, पाइपर भी ले ले।
Gonna be going with
ग्रे आ गया है अभी तो फिलहाल दूसरी टीम में, अब देखते हैं क्या आपकी बात सुन के वो पाइपर उठाएंगे।
the ability to really
मैंडी और ले ले बस,
of weakness on
अब देखते हैं दोनों की बात में से किसकी बात सुनते हैं, पाइपर उठाएंगे या मैंडी।
technique
एंडी मैंडी सैंडी, और क्या लेने वाले हैं देखते हैं।
of that very nature. I mean, we could be
क्या यहाँ पर पाइपर आएगी,
great plays going
क्या यहाँ पर
They might be
मैंडी आएगा।
help each that
लाएगी
Gus come in.
और बोले हट कुछ नहीं लेंगे हम पेन ही लेंगे हट नहीं लेंगे हम
But we've not been a massive fan of it here on the desk.
हम ईटा फेंकने वाला बंदा लेंगे
Does allow itself to be played on a map like Shooting Star. Yeah, albeit not probably the best brawler for this map. But then again, I think Grey over the other side is another one of those. You know, it's kind of, you know, it's okay on some maps, but
बोले हम ईटा का चूरा बना के फेंक के मारेंगे भाई कहाँ लगे वो बुलेट से मारने के लिए
that range, I feel like that puts you a bit of a disadvantage.
पैनी गोबर बेन स्टोक क्या बात है
Interesting stuff. Well, either way, this is where it's going to be decided. A missed walk
What
again
a
by
waste.
Tensai to start things off. Big taps though from Tampa on the right-hand side onto Novi, and there is a gadget there, the Hacks gadget, bringing Novi down so low there, forcing him back and continued aggression. Tampo's not done yet, but Novi still stays standing. Another Hacks gadget, 108 HP. They just can't kill him.
Yeah, relying on Moya to come in and get a shot in, but it never arrived. Very difficult for him there, and only one return to sender was used in that process. Meow. Gonna be marked up, not gonna be able to find the second shot. Now that comes down. I'm not sure if Tampo can really reach that through the map, and a lot of damage.
और लो है अब तो गैजेट यूज कर ले
And that mortar shot is gonna be missed. Paul gonna be used on the mortar there. Don't really want to overextend for it, and they do remain in a bit of a deficit of stars. The blue star is deciding so far. Rosetta are in their spawn and not got the best position.
Yeah, I don't mind that pull. I think it opens up the map a great deal. As the Peep does find a connection down in the bottom left. Tampa as well, just continuing that aggression. Salty Barrel not going to be doing too much there, but it might be something of a bit of a defensive maneuver on that top right later on down the lines.
नोई इतना टट्टी नानी चुन खेल रहा है
On the defense is just the blue star
नोई
so far.
पैसे खाया है
Brown's gonna cycle fires, a connection
देखो
to Moya. But Moya stays
आप
standing.
भूल रहे हैं
Division holding well
ये
under
टीम कौन कौन सी है क्रेजी रकून और जीटा डिवीजन आखिरी के आखिरी राउंड तक खींच के लेके जाना है समझते नहीं हो तुम लोग
Really big hill here in Bounty. 30 seconds on the clock. Hypercharge ready to roll. Going to be used there as well. We've got the
अरे सबसे बेकार हाइपर चार्ज इसी का लगता है मुझे
the target. He pivots and goes for Tensai. Extends it.
पहले मैं बोलता था कि मुझे सबसे बेकार हाइपर चार्ज स्प्राउट का लगता है
missed the step.
लेकिन नहीं स्प्राउट का फिर भी कुछ तो डैमेज करता है अलग से ये क्या ही है बस बड़ा हो जाता है
With the blue, Gary pulled in, pops the shield. They're still staying and standing. A TP there from Tensai, but a pull from Moya. They find the blue. Can they get 3 stars on the right hand side? Novi is so low, but they can't secure it.
ही मिस्ड द अटैक टेम्पो भाई का टेम्पो पलट गया उधर पे
White. Millimeters away from the win. Grazer Raccoon. And now
स्ट्रीम चल रही है सही से जीटा वर्सेस सीआर का नहीं चल रहा अलग नशे हैं भाई
for so much of
तो
that
मत
game in the
देखो
closing seconds,
यहाँ के देखो
right in front of their faces. But now only 2 minutes. If they get this blue star between Zeta Division and the win.
The adaptation there from Crazy Raccoon to being
Oh,
Tampa to that
taps.
left hand side instead of the right. Walking Kane does connect from Tensai, but Meow stays standing. And Zeta do secure that blue star, and that gives them that position of power that we saw in the previous game. Already a peep coming in. Working his way forwards, but not going to find anything but a wall there for Zeta. A bit of a miss now. And Crazy Raccoon know it. They're going to strike now.
Nice
Oh,
one.
it's hot. And just the Tampa fires Novi.
Yeah, Walking Kane missed over the left-hand side there, but a pull is available for Moya. Hopefully they don't feed him too much, but Meow might be able to get a mortar in these little kind of close-range matchups that he does have a bit of an advantage with the Salty Barrel in. Tampa getting so many good hits, and Moya with a
देखो ये वाला तो
extended lead if he hits it.
यही जीतेंगे फिर वो फाइनल में एक और बार खेलेंगे ऐसा चलता है
Peep coming in yet again, but on that top right as well. We see that the low, but Moya missed the pull. That's a terrible time for it. He could have secured that kill if he'd been able to land it. Meanwhile, Crazy Raccoon still have the lead, but definitely a miss onto Geru. Moya should have done better.
Yeah, felt like he had quite a lot of free roam ability there. Nobody was really pinching him. A couple more tiles forward, and the pull would have just hit with a quick click of the auto-aim. But some good shots coming in. Might be able to cycle this one out quite quickly. Gero falls low and has to retreat. Now the mortar is available. And it's an aggressive one, but Walking Kane straight through the wall. And that's a great play from CR.
destroyed
Definitely what you want instead of the magic hand if you've got it to your advantage. Now Tensei has no more gadgets. Hypercharge coming in now. This is a huge peep. Potential connection. Finds more.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
As Zeta continues to keep the pressure on now. Closing in. They are looking for their star. Tensei has the TP, but where will he go? That's the question. Shield hands it over from Gero there to Mao. There, Tensei's low and falls as well. Zeta have got the lead now on the retreat. The pull there from Moya here is good. As the Tampo there for support. There is still time. Will Zeta find a pickup? Hypercharge for CR. The Tampo is low but surviving on. The pick comes in. Crazy Raccoon
GG's.
survive.
बाउंटी में नल्ला खेल रहा है जीटा। अरे भाई मैं बताया, खींचेंगे, भूल जाते हो तुम लोग, स्पॉन्सर दिखाने होते हैं, लंबा खींचना भाई, लंबा।
Heading on into this last game, who will win it and who will take this first
मैच
lead in
पॉइंट।
the group?
हाँ देखो भाई,
Unreal, honestly. I mean, for the second match on the
89 HP, 50 सिर्फ आरटी।
A miss walking cane though from Tensai.
देखो 89 बचे, चाहे 1 HP बचे, मैं पहले ही बता दिया था कि वो जीतेंगे। ये लंबा खींचते हैं भाई, हर बार का इनका नया कुछ नहीं है। इन लोगों ने स्क्रिप्ट पूरा हाथ मिला के कि भाई देखो, तुम भी जीटा से खेलते थे, हम अभी जीटा से खेल रहे हैं, लेकिन दोनों का टारगेट एक ही रहना चाहिए, अपनी वैल्यू नहीं भूलनी है। बोले हाँ ठीक है, ओके, हो जाएगा। जो ये जीता वो सब जीता, ऐसा कोई जरूरी नहीं है। एक ग्रुप में से दो दो टीमें निकलनी है, मतलब आगे फॉरवर्ड होनी है, एक टीम बाहर जाएगी बस।
Duke is just so hot the walking canes there. The salty barrel wasn't required to tank as he survives and lives to fight another day.
ये दोनों टीम्स जापान की है ना।
So much pressure
यस।
remaining on the clock. Another peep coming in there for Novice. That was low as
अरे
well.
अरे अरे, ओ अरे अरे अरे
Gathering
अरे,
more damage. Tensai's knocked back into the arms there of Meow and just about survives. Good, solid connection, but Tensai kept his cool and did not TP away. And Novi there.
बहुत लो है, बहुत लो है, बहुत लो है।
And a perfect TP there, but Tensai couldn't get the follow-up. But one takedown is all that CR need to gain the lead.
Tensai being the cleanup crew.
नाइस वन।
This a one-star.
मैंडी है, पाइपर चूज। अरे
What a pull! And I think
व्हाट अ पूल, बहुत बढ़िया,
huge
नाइस पूल देयर।
big star loss.
डेड पूल के बाद ये वाला पूल बहुत बढ़िया था।
For Zeta to claim back a ton of stars. They've got the blue, but they need 3 at least, and that'll be Shtabo Moya or just Tensai all around. Peep coming.
नहीं, अच्छा फिर भी लीड है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
And Zeta down one man. Can't really go for this push.
But enough time to do it. 10 seconds there. Vengeful Spirits come out. Return to sender sends it straight back to Moya. But 5 seconds. Will it be done? The ball's going to be missed. Meow surely going to fall. They do nothing but extend the lead.
जी जीस।
Raccoon beat the world.
पैनी के मुंह में गोबर। नल्ला जीटा इन द चेयर। देखो मैंने इसलिए जीटा को वोट नहीं किया था, सबको पता है, मैंने क्रेजी रकून को ही वोट किया था।
When Zeta Division knocked them out of
और इसी के साथ मेरे 1000 कंप्लीट।
to a 3-2 scoreline. Now
बच गई मेरी प्रेडिक्शन।
the world champions on the back foot in the earliest possible moment.
थाउजेंड कंप्लीट होगा भाई, कितने, 1.5 घंटे में पूरे दिन के पॉइंट्स कंप्लीट।
And I'm well aware that this is the group.
ये कर है भाई, ये कर,
People are going to be taking losses.
मेरा भी कंप्लीट। अब जितने पॉइंट्स हैं वो कल के लिए, लेकिन देख रहे हैं, जब तक मजा आ रहा है देख रहे हैं, फिर बोर लगेगा तो बंद कर देंगे। मेरा एक सही हुई है अभी तक, क्या बात है, कंसिस्टेंसी तो है। लाओ वोट दे दें, किसको दें एमवीपी? ले भैया, टेम्पो वाले भैया को दे देते हैं,
I mean, here at Tensai,
टेम्पो वाले भैया को इज्जत।
jumped off the set. Honestly, unbelievable. Just a couple of pixels away, but that was Moya's redemption arc, really, for me. Definitely had a
versus SK. This coach rivalry is a huge thing.
अभी तक चालू नहीं कर पाए।
In fact, it's the exact opposite.
बताओ।
It is out of mutual
अरे
respect for each other.
किसका चेहरा दिखा दिया? छी भाई,
Spoken to Roy, if you've spoken to
नहीं।
Pedro, you know those guys are just on top of things, right?
ये नहीं देखेंगे,
There's just such an amount of like,
ये वाला नहीं देखेंगे, हम यही वाला देखेंगे। एक सही हुई है, फिर भी 930 पॉइंट्स। हाँ एमवीपी के भी मिलता है ना।
I think that is fair to say. That is well deserved.
You can see how much it means to him as well. It's huge smiles. I mean, going back to 2022, though, I mean, they were smiling in the potential defeat that laid upon them as well. So realistically, there for Crazy Raccoon, they're always smiling. But nonetheless, I mean, a massively important victory for them and a challenging one, to say the very least, against the world champions of Zeta Division. I mean, what a way to start things off. We've had so much incredible action. So take a little recap now of those groups and see where the scorelines have landed. It's been already
एसएसजी वर्सेस रिप्लाई तोतेम होने वाला है।
Gaming takedown elevators. Pioneers managed to beat Space Station in quite a swift 2-0, I will say as well. As we just witnessed now, Crazy Raccoon beat Zeta Division.
पॉइंट्स होने के बाद बंद कर दूंगा।
Match point.
क्या बात।
Rumble were victorious in Group D over Rival Esports, and I think that's fair to say
11 11:30 तक देख लूंगा,
Looking pretty good for our
उसके बाद बंद कर दूंगा।
Honestly, it's rare I'm
और
not.
ये रहा ग्रुप स्टेज टीम्स का रिजल्ट।
I'm loving it. I think, what, 4 for 4 maybe so far, so I think the majority of the casting team was aligned on them.
I mean, honestly, it can still go either way for me. I mean, it's been that close. We'll definitely gloat a little bit, but nonetheless, I mean, when you look at the action that we've had, I mean, at any given point, it could have gone either way. But that is our second match down on Stream A. Plenty more where that came from. We're going to go to a very short break. You do not want to miss what follows. We'll be right back after this.
The 2024 Brawl Stars World Finals are brought to you by ESL, Monster Energy, and DHL.
If your pistol's faulty or your shotgun's jammed, Jess and Pam are always here to lend a hand. If you want to be star, fix your winning rate, Junker Garage will make your brawling great.
For weapon repairs, upgrades, or even a hug from Mama Pam.
SSG versus Totem.
People often ask, how can I do become a
Queen of base races, and she struck again here. Very nicely done by SK.
चालू हो गया मैच, आ जाओ देखें।
They got it close, and for the most part of this game, they were actually in the lead.
I actually want to point something out as well. We see Joker running a different star power from Bell than is usual. Typically, you'd be running the shield, but Joker's instead running grounded. It prevents Motep from reloading his shots once he gets onto that safe. So we'll see if that makes another additional impact. Motep in on the safe, but SK Gaming is seriously churning out this damage on foot side.
Becca has a super. Can he find the angle? Just goes for damage on safe, and that's
विदाउट
the
luminosity
safe approach.
उसमें आ रही तो बाहर।
As Daryl's getting absolutely melted down. I mean, damage
टोटम को
booster.
वोट करना चाहिए था।
Look at the moves from Luna, just wiggling through, dash and dash and dash, and picks up the elimination. Gets into that pesky corner on the right-hand side, and the Colt does not have any way to break things open just yet. And Luna is onto that save, and he's overstaying his welcome, but the damage is pouring through. 11% left, and SK Gaming on the verge of taking the opening set.
Just 10%. Joker pops a hypercharge. There's
Oh,
one, there's two. It's
बहुत
only going to take
close.
a little bit more from Luna, who's got the movement. He's got the gadget as well. In fact,
Oh,
he's got the
भाई।
spare. Additional
अरे भाई,
down. 1, 2.
कहाँ भाग गया भाई वो?
Trick? No. It'll be down by just
लनन भाई बहुत बढ़िया खेले यार, तुम मानना पड़ेगा, बहुत बढ़िया खेले भाई, बहुत बढ़िया, नाइस, I like it. जीरो पिंग भाई साहब, अरे जीरो क्या, इसका माइनस ऑफ पिंग चल रहा था यार।
But eventually, some damage would slip through the
उड़ गया भाई वो, हवा में उड़ गया बिल्कुल।
Beautifully done by
तेजी
SK
देखो,
Gaming. What an
अरे तेजी
opportunity
क्या,
in the city.
वहाँ तेजी चल रही है भाई यार।
Somewhat close. Game 2, not at all. SK Gaming was a statement here.
I want to shout it out again. The choice of star power.
लनन ओपी,
We saw Motep get pretty aggressive.
बढ़िया खेला भाई बंदा।
And check this out. Motep, he's just wandering around. Cannot even attack despite his fast reload speed as that Daryl. We actually saw this niche star power swap make an impact. These are the kind of edges that SK Gaming are looking for, that competitive edge with a niche star power swap.
Yeah, that was some crazy Bell tech. I had pretty
मस्त
much never
भागा
seen before. It
लेतन,
was played a little bit like early
लेतन,
days of Bell,
लेनिन
but
भाई
it's been
लेनिन।
a long time since I've seen that star power app play. That's some obscure stuff here that is lovely to see in the World Finals. I mean, this is why in the scrims and the tournaments leading up to the World Finals, team don't reveal their hand, because there is stuff like this that just no one really is aware of and no one utilizes to the potential it has. And I mean, SK Gaming are prime.
रात वाले नशे हुए हैं बाबा इनको।
Just make the most out of
चालू होगा, मतलब कितने बजे होता है?
of each ball.
10:30 बजे से करना शुरू
We got
करते हैं।
Coach Pedro
Good.
Guijarro at the wheel. Let's check out their stats.
मुझे लगा 8 PM वाले हैं ये,
Squad leading the entire
8 बजे से ही शुरू।
of kills over here, as he's able to play offensive and defensive when it comes to dealing with that Colt. The Byron, he's got, you know, comparable range, but into that Daryl, he is able to absolutely shred through. The only struggle was the mobility, but he was usually following the squad. He's sending off Lana on these reconnaissance missions to deal the real damage to the enemy safe.
Foot Esports leading in kills, but I mean, as many of us know in Heist, it's not about kills, it's about damage on safe, and I think that melody on the Luna here, or the opposite rather, the Luna on the
जल्दी करो भाई, बैटरी कम है.
was just a fantastic performance.
इसमें हम क्या करें भाई, बैटरी चार्ज करो. हम कैसे जल्दी करें?
So many opportunities for his team, and once he got on that safe, it was just unbelievable amounts of damage.
अंकल,
We saw some times where it was
आप बोलते अच्छा हैं.
he was inseparable from that safe. He's picking
आप
up
बोलते
kills
अच्छा
while
हैं.
also taking down that safe.
लेकिन आपका एक्सप्रेशन अच्छा नहीं है.
That takes some real coordination with Melly Brawler.
कितनी चपड़ चपड़ करते हैं, उसी का पैसे मिल रहे हैं.
Around the enemy safe, I'm going to deal damage. What are you going to do? Because I have simply so much mobility, and it's tough to line up some of those shots. So you can see the time that Lana has invested on really perfecting the craft of playing the melody here. And I want to actually shout this out once again from the draft front, is that we didn't see Chuck picked, and we didn't see him banned either. And SK Gaming, this was a deliberate decision by them, managed to take the win.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you know, I have it on top of my notes. First pick, you ban Chuck. Last pick, probably still ban Chuck. I mean, that says a lot about how ridiculous this brawler is in this game mode. Besides like hot potato, maybe, for the most part, it's just really, really good everywhere in high.
अंकल भाई अपने शैम्पू ही कराते थोड़ा बालों को. लेकिन ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. जुओं के लिए भी घर होना जरूरी है.
I don't mind it. I think it worked out very, very nicely for them. Foot, I mean, there's no time for remorse, no time for rethinking their past decision now. You gotta move on to set number 2, and that's gonna be Hard Rock Mine. I mean, what a legendary gem grab map. One of the most iconic ones in the Brawl Pool, pretty much from all time.
Ever since the beginning of Brawl Stars, Hard Rock Mine has been here. You'll see it in every single Brawl Talk because it's just that essential to the game, which has given us a lot of time to figure out what's good here. Gotta see that
कल इंडिया की भी स्ट्रीम ऐड होगी ना, तो आप और मनु जाके चपड़ चपड़ करना, और जो पैसा आएगा उसका BP प्लस गिव अवे कर लेना. ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात कही आपने. टीम कौन कौन सी है? सारी टीमें हैं. नया काम, नया बताओ कुछ. हथौड़ी भाई.
Pretty straightforward to that extent. 2 is a bit more targeted, to be completely honest. A bit more unexpected. Maybe because it's a counter to Rico, and SK Gaming really want to lock in that Rico. We'll see if
Who will win?
maybe is a strategy. Lola is an
क्या
interesting
वर्ल्ड
one.
फाइनल्स कौन जीतेगा ये
Seen
पूछ रहे
a
हो?
little bit of play recently. Not a top tier brawler by any means, but enough to be a threat and a brawler that I kind of respect here on Hard Rock Mine, and not something you'd see every day, especially with still quite a few options open.
Well, as a tried and true APAC pick, that's where we usually see.
I'm
it come
upgraded
from.
authority
Maybe
because I am
King
Takla.
taking a page
Plus
out of their book,
50%
but,
intelligence.
hey, it's never been really a bad brawler. There's some obvious.
ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात कही है आपने.
I think it should be able to shred through some tanks on these.
जीटा और सीआर जापान की टीम है ना.
This one always worries me anytime I see it come up because you
कोरिया
always
मिक्स
run
है.
the risk of getting
डिंग
stuck
डिंग
on
डिंग
level 1 for the
डिंग डिंग
entire
डिंग डिंग.
game.
अरे मियाओ आ
Coming
गया.
out here, I'm starting to
मियाओ
get
मियाओ
worried.
मियाओ
We see a Max
मियाओ
kit,
मियाओ मियाओ
potentially
मियाओ.
another tank because Max is actually going to form a pretty consistent mid here. Also, when we look at SK Gaming, what's their mid going to be? I'm looking at 2 lanes for SK Gaming, and they had this last pick. To save your mid selection for last pick is very unusual, and in many cases can actually be a waste of having the last pick.
Yeah, this last pick is going to have to be a pairing with that kid. And of course, it's going to be a Frank. I was thinking maybe Daryl could be an idea. Frank is an interesting approach here as well. Obviously very tanky, but it's a good opportunity
हमारा की बिल्ली.
to stack on top of him.
कियो भाई कियो. हमारा की बिल्ला है वो बिल्ला. कियो नाम है उसका.
Daryl last pick here for SK Gaming. Makes
Max
a lot of
is
sense.
best
It's
Lola.
one of the go-to answers
Max is
towards
best
that
Lola
Frank.
is
But it's
the
gonna be a
worst
move as
brawler
well. I
in
just think
all
it doesn't
of
do super great
Brawl
on this
Stars,
map in
even
general.
in
But
Clash
Daryl
of
is a
Clans
bit more of
first
a head-on
beta release
approach.
and
So I
Heyday
definitely
latest
respect that too.
version.
I look at Daryl as a selection that should be able to take
अरे
out
अरे
this Frank.
पीछे वाली आंटी कौन है यार?
Frank having
उनको
a
सामने
couple
लेके आओ
options
यार.
here in terms of gadget. He can go for the
क्या
pole,
कर रहे हैं ये?
additional damage, and
जो
he can
दिखाने
go for
वाली
the
चीजें वो
enemy
छुपा
stuff.
के
So
रखी है, और जो
realistically,
छुपाने
as
वाली
SK
चीज उसको
Gaming
सामने बैठा रखा है.
here, what are you really gonna
यही
do?
तो गलत है.
Is Daryl that
यही
high
गड़बड़.
quality that you're willing to surrender the bonus damage in the pole? We'll see how this lane works out. It's Lena.
पीछे वाली आंटी इज नियॉन मैन. ओह
Luna head on here against Pekka already with some rolls.
वो
Let's see if he can get the elimination.
लेनन भाई ने क्या डॉज किया है,
Jubilee
वाओ,
has a super, is gonna stack on
फ्रैंक
top of
भाई को
Mota.
क्या डॉज कर गया भाई.
Over on that front, and so far so good here for both sides. Pretty even start. Luna in the back line does manage to find one, but the trade is
आज तो
there.
लेनन भाई मान नहीं रहे भाई.
Pekka, and he does secure the elimination.
लगता ओशी के साथ
Jim
डेट
lead here,
फिक्स
but
हो गई है
Jubilee
भाई.
is gonna jump on top of Joker, and that's gonna be a quick trade.
Not ideal. Gem carriers out here. That's Lina with 4, Yoshi with 3. Pekka's going to come in looking for a hypercharge. Lina tries to get right under him, but still manages to trade. Jubileu in a rough position over here on the right side, trying to get the jump on Joker. So we see Yoshi now as a gem carrier for the squad. 8 gems strong, just looking for a couple more. It's going to alter the way that SK Gaming have to play this, but it's just fine because every single member of this draft for SK Gaming is well tailored for playing a lane.
Yeah, Lina just earlier did not want to live. A trade was the perfect scenario here for him. He didn't want to hold on to those gems. Yoshi taking a little bit of a risk here, needs to be careful, but he does manage to run out of there. Perfectly calculated. Lina will grab gem number 10, but of course he's in the back line, so that's a quickly interrupted counter by Foot.
Yeah, didn't really have much interest in rolling all the way to safety. Knew what would happen if he did so because Pekka still has this super at his disposal. Now, Yoshi is 10 gems strong, running for the back left. Jubileu's looking for the jump.
मैंने ब्रॉल स्टार्स
Yoshi to the
फाइनल सब
sky.
ब्रॉल्स
Joker
ने
still
स्पीड
stunned,
तो
but
लिया
remains
ही है.
alive. Motep, Pekka, both on low
मैंने
health.
ब्रॉल स्टार्स
Looking for a
फाइनल्स
hypercharge
पर
to get a
एक
super.
कविता
Soon
लिखी है
to
और
come
डिवाइड
in.
देख
Yoshi's all the way on the right
है
side. Pekka
ब्रॉल
knows
स्टार्स
that this
फाइनल्स
one is
मेरा
over,
ब्लड
and
ग्रुप
SK
है ओ
Gaming
माइनस. वाह
got a
वाह,
match
क्या
point.
बात. व्हाट
No
अ
answers
पॉजिटिव.
just yet here from Foot Esports. And SK
क्या बोलेंगे इसको,
are
कविता?
on the verge of qualifying for
What a positive
day
कविता.
2 of the World Finals. A game away, but Foot is still standing in their way.
Well, they're going to have to do better than that because so far they have not gotten a set win at all. It's going to have to be an all-out reverse sweep to the very finish of set 3 if they plan to make this happen. Already on the right side, Yoshi closing in. Oh my god, Yoshi! Already to level 3, completely shut down both of the brawlers, double stacking his lane.
50% intelligence
Disgusting
from
plays from Yoshi on that surge. Absolutely
and
Foot squad here.
Shakur
Pekka
Spear.
does find Lina on the
Okay,
top
bye.
left corner. Joker with a kill on Jubilee on the right side.
ST Gaming will win.
Is running out of space. Yoshi's still alive somehow, and a kill is locked in by Joker. Pekka quickly makes it a trade as he finds him now on the left-hand side, and the stun on Joker is huge. The gems, they're gonna be dropped. Pekka with the stun onto Yoshi.
Oh bhai.
Pekka's running away with the gems.
Oh bhai.
Motep retrieving them all. He's up to 9 now. Looking for number 10. That's a hypercharge out. Jubilee is close to that super. He's got it now. Easy kill on a Joker. But he's right into the clutches of Lina. Cycles the super. Yoshi trying to get the stun on Pekka. But it's no use. Even with the gadget pop, it falls.
फ्रैंक ने जो कुटाई करी है बोले निकल 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 साले हैं.
In their hands, they have the match in their hands, but Food Esports strike back was their first game.
पटक
of
पटक
the
के मारा
series.
उसको बोले
Over.
निकल साले यहाँ से.
Had to be a misplay over there from the Surge. He popped that hypercharge intended.
पर्सनली गुस्सा निकाला उसके ऊपर भाई
Flank
ने.
super is so choreographed. He meant to jump, but simply didn't. Hopefully not a misplay that cost him the entire match. But it has put Foot Esports in the running now. For a match win, they need to finish off set number 2 here and now.
Oh, double stack on the left-hand side, but Lina still manages to.
भाई दो लोगों ने चटका के चला गया ये.
But a 2-for-1 is still going to grant so
ये
much.
लेनिन अंकल अलग नशे करके आए हैं.
SK Gaming. That's a great start for them, but the stun is going to be the punishment. The gems over to Motep's pocket now, as he already has 4 locked in for Foot.
Disgusting kit play on the right side. Here comes Yoshi with the jump in. Has that gadget. Jubileu eliminated. Pekka fires back. Lina going for the gem carry. Motep's got a speed away. Excellent timing of that super to return. And Motep is now equipped with that hypercharge. That means free super for Jubileu, who's now going for Joker. Pekka on the right side breaking open all of these walls. Yoshi has that super, but he is relegated to just level 2. Brief stun on the Pekka. Cycled out. Yoshi can make it happen. He's got that hypercharge. Big damage.
पतला मार दे एक शॉट मार दे योशी अंकल.
Yoshi here to keep them into this set as they have regained quite a bit of control. Pekka is being tossed around like a football by Lina. Nice place.
If ST Gaming will not lose, pay me 10 rupees. If ST Gaming wins, then pay me 10 rupees.
Still a gem lead, but slowly SK Gaming
जो आ
is
रही है
catching
थोड़ी।
up.
हाँ सही पकड़ा। शादी में खाने लेने के लिए मैं मैक्स से ज़्यादा स्पीड में भागता हूँ। क्यों भाई, ख़त्म हो जाता है क्या?
As Foot Esports have been backed all the way up to their spawn with Lina going for these trick shots on the Daryl. Joker's managed to get up to 8 gems. Jubilee on the back right is still a lurking threat. The death, potentially, but Yoshi keeps him back. A more consistent game out here from both parties. 9 to 8 on the gem count.
Pekka still in a bit of a tough position holding those gems. He can't overcommit to any fight. And you really would like to lose those, but still remain in control. The further we get into the game, the harder that's going to be to do. But Jubilee goes for a solo jump onto Yoshi. There's just no response here from Food. No help.
उठा ले नाइस वापस आ।
But still a 2-on-2 here in the middle. They need 2 gems. I think they still have time to tie here. But Food Esports need the next to that spawn. Nana is not able to get the kill. Is there enough time?
एसके गलत बंदे पे कूदा है भाई, हथौड़ी इस लड़का। तुम्हें नहीं पता भाई, हथौड़ी इस लड़का तुम्हें नहीं पता? चलो आज मैं बता देता हूँ, ये राज की बात तुम्हें मैं आज बता देता हूँ कि वाई हथौड़ी इस लड़का, क्योंकि उसके पास एक नीचे अलग से हथौड़ा भी है। That is why he is लड़का, not लड़की। उधर चालू हो गया। हाँ जा रहे ले।
For day number 2 of the World Finals 2024. What a performance from them. Crazy draft.
Takes so much patience to just deal with that punishment, come back and pay it back with interest.
Well, Totem are going to be looking for a much better start. Regardless of the win, they did not look comfortable in that first game of Safe Zone. Maru, assuming his position over this left-hand side, going to try keep the range and not feed the Melody super as early as last time. And this time for Totem, much better positioning and an early kill as well.
Maru as well doesn't have his jump gadget. He is using the wall penetration ability. Ademia's going to chase him down. Maru knew his goose was cooked there.
क्या ये लेनॉन भैया की तरह मेलोडी यूज करेंगे उसी तरीके से या नहीं, जानने के लिए देखते रहिए एडिनो भैया को। मेलोडी खेलनी सीखनी पड़ेगी, बहुत मस्त है यार। यही देखने में तो मजा आता है भाई कि हम कैसे यूज करते हैं और प्रो बंदे कैसे यूज करते हैं। तो अभी आज का प्रो गेम प्ले देखा जाए तो भाई लेनिन भाई का मेलोडी देख के मजा आया भाई उनका देख के। और किसका मजा आया, और किसी का कुछ देखने में अभी फिलहाल ऐसा मजा तो नहीं आया पर्सनल लेवल पे, लेकिन पर्सनल गेम प्ले देख के लेनिन का मेलोडी वाला वो 10-12 सेकंड का क्लिप शानदार, जबरदस्त, जिंदाबाद। अनलिमिटेड किटकैट और नो टैक्स, अनलिमिटेड किटकैट चलेगा मेरे को, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। जीटा और सीआर का गेम देखकर मजा आया। हाँ गेम देख के बात किया जाए तो यस, सीआर और जीटा मजेदार।
Very compromising position as Chaos eventually burns him to a crisp. Maru with the hypercharged super means he can move with it and get healed up. Virtually unkillable within that window. Now playing from within the damage booster. That terrain gets broken up by Kyodog's supply drop.
नहीं एडिनो भाई रहने दो यार, हमने उधर देख लिया लेनिन का मेलोडी, मजा नहीं आ रहा तुम्हारे मेलोडी में। किटकैट पे जीएसटी नहीं लगेगा तो अनलिमिटेड किटकैट। अरे भाई देखो, आर यू ईटिंग पॉपकॉर्न ना, मैं खा रहा हूँ सिलोनी, इसको तुम देख लो, अच्छे से देखो इसको क्या बोलते हो। ये खा रहा हूँ एडिनो की मेलोडी इतनी चॉकलेटी नहीं है। यस शक्कर पारे अलग है, ये उसी का नमकीन वर्जन, शक्कर पारे का नमकीन वर्जन है। और वो शक्कर पारे तो खाते ही हैं, शक्कर पारे तो अलग मीठा वाला हो गया, नमक पारे बोलते, जो बोलना है बोलो, बस वही खा रहा हूँ। आप मेरी चैट के बारे में क्या बोल रहे थे? किटकैट वाली की बात कर रहा हूँ। देखो किटकैट के लिए हम ये कह रहे थे कि देखो अनलिमिटेड किटकैट है, जितना मन करेगा उतना खा लेंगे, बाकी बेच देंगे, लगाते रहो टैक्स, अपने को क्या फ्री की चीज आ रही है उसमें पैसा मिल रहा है, तुम 80% टैक्स लगा रहे हो तब भी 20% का फिर भी फायदा। शक्कर पारे बोलते हैं, अरे भाई शक्कर पारे भी बनी है, लेकिन वो शक्कर की होती है, वो शक्कर पारे है, वो भी बनी है, लेकिन मैं नहीं खा रहा हूँ, मैं नमक वाला खा रहा हूँ, नमकीन वाला खा रहा हूँ। वो भी है, वो भी रखी है, लेकिन मैं अभी नमकीन वाला खा रहा हूँ। खस्ता बोलते हैं, हाँ सब जगह अलग अलग बोलते हैं, समझ गए ना क्या खा रहा हूँ, बस भावनाओं को समझो, भावना के पीछे मत पड़ जाओ, केस करवा देंगे तुम्हारे ऊपर। सॉल्टेड रोस्टेड ब्रेड कहते हैं इधर। वाह, कहाँ रहते हो भाई तुम? जापान में रहते हो ना, तो क्योंकि तुम तो हथौड़ी हो।
Set up another brawler for reply totem. It says very little about what the plan is going to be for their composition. Gus in and of himself, pretty powerful. His super knocks opponents back, whether it's used on Gus or one of his teammates.
मठरी को पतला बेल दो तो सिलोनी बन जाएगी, सही पकड़े हैं।
Space Station need to be very careful of that third balloon that hits. Here comes the surge here. Very high damage brawler, one that can really dominate a side lane.
जीटा वर्सेस ल्यूमिनिसिटी का मैच होने वाला है, अभी पहले ये देख लें फिर आ जाएंगे। रियल हथौड़ीज फ्रॉम कानपुर जंक्शन, फेक इज फ्रॉम जापान। ओह तो आप कानपुर से हैं, आए ही नहीं गेम में रिवॉर्ड्स। भाई रिवॉर्ड्स आने में 4 घंटे मिनिमम लगेंगे, मिनिमम, उसको शुगर मरकुरी बोलते हैं भाई। भाई ये यूएस वाले लोग और कनाडा वाले लोग अलग रहें, जहाँ ना है। इतना ये खाने से भले ही पेट में गुड़गुड़ी ना हो, इनकी भाई जो नाम बताया गया है, मठरी, शुगर मर्क्यूरी, शुगर कोटेड ब्रेड, फ्राइड इन द ऑयल, पता नहीं क्या क्या बोल दिया है, उसको पढ़ पढ़ के मेरे पेट में गुड़गुड़ी हो जाएगी।
Again, at level 3, probably the scariest brawler in the game. Does an unbelievable amount of damage and gets an empowered super as a result of that. But, you know, seeing the Nita coming in, hypercharge, of course legal here for Worlds, means that Bruce is a real threat, especially with something like Faux Fur, you know, to reduce incoming damage. Reply Totem are making a real gambit here for map control, trying to shut Space Station away. But as soon as they get rolling, as soon as the Surge gets levels, as soon as the Clancy builds credits up, that's when Space Station...
Disclaimer, 400 साल कम पड़े अभी भी अपनी टिश्यू पेपर पे साफ करी हुई जीन लेके आ गए, कृपया भागो यहाँ से, चलो निकलो। क्या बात बोली आपने, इससे संपूर्ण रूप से हमें विश्वास हो गया कि 10:30 के बाद भावेन भाई उर्फ ब्रॉली ब्रॉल का कार्यक्रम शुरू हो जाता है, उसके बाद उससे बात ना करा करें। 1 lie is equal to 1 more Sidonie, क्या बात है। टॉयलेट पेपर ये न, सही बात है। गलत क्या बोल रही है मैं, कुछ गलत नहीं बोल रहा भाई। ऐसी सिचुएशन में नहीं है, वो क्या बोलते हैं, वो क्राइम पेट्रोल वाले अंकल क्या बोलते हैं, ऐसे मौके पर बढ़िया यही है कि इंसान अपने कदम पीछे हटा ले। इसलिए मैं आपके सामने अभी कुछ नहीं बोलना चाहूंगा कि आप गलत बोल रहे हैं, सही बोल रहे हैं। बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं आप। आई लाइक टॉयलेट पेपर मेड विथ ओक ट्रीज, नॉट अनदर ट्री। होगा भाई, सावधान रहें, सतर्क रहें।
Be a blockbuster, but this one promises to be spicy as well. We're jumping into Hard Rock Mine, folks. Space Station must win this set.
Chaos picking up an early gem off his side. Mori and over the right side, Maru's just gonna
सबक एक को सीख हम सबको, सबक एक को सीख हम सबको।
some great shots and a little bit of an overextension, but he's earned a good amount of that power up.
Gets good damage, almost to silver, but Chaos snipes him away. Here comes Maru with the tar barrel for the slow. Kyodog at least has to level up to that invulnerability frame and avoids being taken down. But Maru can do that over and over again.
Totem are well aware they need this early win, and that's why they don't mind feeding them early on. Kyodog getting some great shots in, wonderful stuff in the back lines here, thanks to that Gus shield as well. Penny finds a couple of connections, but Maru will go straight for him, grabs 2, and that's already 7.
It's so hard to deal with this reply totem comp. Maori both just taking up residence inside SSG's bushes. Maru walks.
अरे आई क्योस भाई, तुमने फालतू में उसको शील्ड दे दी यार। वो इसको यूज भी नहीं कर रहा मारू अंकल, वो डेरिल का अंकल लेके ऊपर घूमने चले गए।
So Maori now will be the prime aggressor here for reply totem, but if they just play the slow game, pick up the gems that only spawn on their side of the map, they'll have a countdown.
Pennytor is there, Maru chooses to go a different route, in he goes,
Big
5
damage.
pro falls down.
नाइस वन। ओ उठा, जल्दी उठा, हो गया।
Dominance continues.
And what do you say about that? This is what we said. Reply totem are going to look to win in the early stages of the game. Kyodog is still level 2. I'm pretty sure Adinho is still level 2 as well. They need to both be level 2 to have any impact here. And that was a pretty anemic showing.
ये जापान के लोग भी क्राइम पेट्रोल देखते हैं। हाँ, पेट्रोल तो हर जगह ही मिलता है।
No sign of a space
क्रिस्टोफर नोलन और करण जौहर।
die. Lose this game and they go home. Reply totem will go forwards into day 2 as well. Big.
आरा भाई जोगिंदर,
Oh, it's massive. Reply totem would love it.
आरा भाई जोगिंदर।
Would mean that they go through pretty much either way. Yeah, that penny damage can be impressive. Chaos bears the brunt of it and allows Firecrow to start. Space Station off the 3.
स्पेस स्टेशन का स्पेस में भेज दो भाई, यहाँ तो कुछ कर नहीं पा रहे। इसलिए तो नहीं कर पा रहे, वो स्पेस स्टेशन वाले लोग हैं, उनको अलग ग्रेविटी में खेलने की आदत है, और यहाँ उनको खड़ा करके रखा हुआ है। उसको बैठा ही देते तो उसको बढ़िया परफॉर्म कर पाते। अगर हम आलू का पराठा है गैस, आलू का पराठा खा लेंगे तो फिर आलू क्या खाएगा, आलू प्याज खा लेगा।
Who's now starting to flex on him a little bit. Showing off the mechanics behind the boxes. Firecrow's been pulled away from the middle of the map as well. Maru is running some deadly
ओ भाई गुड शॉट, बढ़िया क्लेंसी को उड़ाया गया। ओ
The mid is completely open now. Bear barreling down this left-hand side, trying to leave these gems. They don't want to pick them up. They'll wait for the Gus to come back and reclaim them, but puts himself at risk instantly to do so.
Maru's going to pick
यार
some up.
महंगा वाला पी के आया एकदम।
Spots, but Adinho gets level 3. He managed to get value off the gadget that doubles his incoming tokens from damage done. So now Clancy is at his strongest. Kyodog also level 3.
So much power from the space station side right now, and this is what Totem didn't want. They don't want the late game. Mori so low, and with 3 gems in hand, he's got to be careful. There's the pinch. Adinho will swoop them straight up, but Maru going in himself. Shield provided, but it's just not going to be enough. Hypercharge is there, and level 5, Kyodog does it all for space station.
With 10 seconds left, Reply Totem have got to find the hard engage. Maru just getting peppered down. That surge is looking terrifying. Mori wants to step up here now and find Adinho, but he carries no gems. That's got to be Maru going in, but there's nothing to be done. Finally, we get to see what Space Station can do.
And that's their first
मारू का नाम बढ़िया है।
World Finals here as well.
इन पे अनरिलीज्ड हाइपर चार्ज भी है।
They fend off
हाँ
Reply
बिल्कुल है।
Totem.
लेकिन अलाउड नहीं है। पहले ही बोल दिया था उनने कि रहेगा, वो मिल चुका है लोगों को गलती से, लेकिन अलाउड नहीं है यूज करना। वर्ल्ड फाइनल्स में ऑब्वियसली, गेम में तो यूज कर ही सकते हैं, जिनके पास जिनको मिल चुका है वो तो कर ही लेंगे, लेकिन यहाँ पे अलाउड नहीं है, डिस्क्वालीफाई कर दिया जाएगा तुरंत।
In the mid portion of the map, Maru catches Goldirock out, but he does get a level 2. Nice super up there from Goldirock, uses another one, but wastes level 3. Thought he was going to be able to do it, but if anything, a slight misroll from Maru keeps him alive.
Yeah, it's funny. I think Maru maybe wasn't looking to line it up that way, so Goldirock back to level 2. Edinho, his star power gives him half a level in terms of credits. That's why he hasn't. So he's only really hit one shot so far. Maru does not want to give him free damage at all.
टेरल पर है और यूज भी हुआ है किसी गेम में, याद है मेरे को। अभी तक एक बार भी हाइपर चार्ज यूज नहीं किया उसने।
Four gems to Chaos's name. Nice little dodge. Kuki Poppy used. Maru wants to try and follow up on the damage. He gets Kyodog. Resets that level a little bit more. The Maru not going to stick around. Maru's now been able to slip up that right-hand side. And Adinho is really struggling to find damage. That Clancy looking more like Plankton right now. Maru drops, but job done. Reply totem even in gems.
Mori with some great positioning, but on the flip side, Kyodog's got more of the same shield provided, but Maru...
और भाई क्या बात है, दड़ियल अंकल ने जो मारा है सर्ज अंकल को, वाह वाह। फाइनल मैच में गलती यूज हाइपर चार्ज कर लिया तो देखो, ऑलरेडी पहले से बताया हुआ है कि नहीं कर सकते। और तुम्हें क्या लगता है दूसरी टीम भाई खा जाएगी, भले ही पूरे मैच में उन्हें हगा हो, और सिर्फ इस वजह से जीत जाए कि भाई एक बंदे ने लास्ट में आके गलती से हाइपर चार्ज यूज कर लिया। ये तो कोई बात नहीं होती, लेकिन फिर भी रूल्स आर रूल्स।
Space Station living to fight another day, but down the bottom, Adinho picks that up, and now countdown starts for Space Station. Goldirock jumps over a shot there as well. I think they can't even hit from mid either. That's only 10. They need another one. They need a reset. Maru gets super, but he falls down. Totem can't get it done. Chaos so low, he goes down. And Space Station will drag it to set 3. Oh man.
बच गए भाई।
The 2-1 gods say not today. We're going to keep it rolling. Every match a banger so far here on day 1 of the Brawl Stars World Finals. And Space Station Gaming, the #1 seed from South America, gets into the game.
Refused to fall. I want to see this back. I was expecting Tome to walk over them, but eventually Chaos went down in the back lines of Reply Totem. Must have been a great pinch from Adinho coming in there as well. Wonderful stuff from Space Station to be able to turn this one around of what looked like a Reply Totem.
Luminosity, they're coming in fresh. They're able to really put the pressure on Zeta. Not that they even need to, they've already got that pressure on them, but they can turn up the heat even more. And that is a really quite a scary prospect, in all honesty. Luminosity can take their own fate into their own hands here and cause the upset of the competition thus far. A huge opportunity when you consider it for
11 बेइज्जती कर दी शायद, इसलिए अच्छा खेल रहे हैं। ऐसा क्या फुट वर्सेस एसटे का क्या हुआ? Foot versus ST?
Throughout the regions, it will turn this year's competition completely on its head.
And both teams underperforming in third-party events this year as well. In Blast,
उसका तो हो गया फाइनल जो भी है, रिजल्ट तो अभी दिखता नहीं इधर।
They ended dead last, didn't make it past round 1 in Blast EU. So yeah, slightly disappointing years I think for both of the teams. And yet, I mean Zeta Division, they're still the title.
एस्टे जीत गई थी 2-0 से।
We saw it again. But look at that, 89% of you guys at home voting with Zeta Division winning this match.
एस्टे जीत गई फुट से। वो भी हमारा सही पिक था भाई, उसके भी 150 पॉइंट कल के लिए दे दो। वो 0 से जीत गई थी भाई। MVP नहीं आया भाई, मेरे पास तो इसलिए नहीं आया तो मेरे तो पॉइंट्स ही कंप्लीट हो गए हैं।
as well as
बाकी
the
जिनको
Mo
नहीं आया वो जाके
Palette,
कंप्लेन करो भाई
Pietro and the Mo ban
कि
also.
क्यों
These
नहीं
are
आया.
really solid. Bell is going to be the flavor for Zeta Division coming in as their first pick. Wouldn't be opposed necessarily
यार इसको बहुत
to
टाइम
that.
लगेगा इतने में तो उनका वो
Base
वाला
is
शुरू हो जाए.
quite the flavor for
उनका वैसे भी लास्ट सेट है.
Terrifying on that brawler, showing us exactly why he is so powerful. Saw it obviously in one of the earlier matches here on the mainstream too. Mo, Kenji, Larry, and Laurie gonna get a lot of bans over the course of this tournament. Surge the answer here from Space Station, another brawler who only gets stronger as time passes.
Well, onto the second pick for Space Station now. It's kind of, they've split what Brawler's Space Station in the last one. They're both probably going to get powered up by the end of a hot zone game, which just lasts for such a long period of time when you're fighting over one zone like this.
टूके हो जाते आज ही.
That is the question.
टूके हो जाते आज ही.
You're taking damage, you're dealing damage. Like this is really an all-in kind of map. So
और फोटो ट्राइब भाई हैं कभी जीते नहीं.
intended to combine with
कल की प्रेडिक्शन कब खुलेगी? कल खुलेगी भाई. कल खुलेगी दिन में.
You know, that cardboard box gadget is very helpful, of course, to get Kit within striking distance. And at this level, Kit is used far less supportively and far more aggressively to set up one of those stuns on an enemy brawler to blow them up. It's interesting to see here, though.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of seems like they're trying to get Reply Totem to overcompensate for a tank or something like that, and then be able to just take a clean third pick and have Kit just do its own thing. They're going to go with the Barley, combat the Kit on the back of something with a thrower of their own. It's an answer, but Space Station can surely just go quite aggressive at the end of this one.
You have sustain if you take the healing tonic. Throw that gadget down and keep your team healthy because they have to be on the point. They have to fight on the point itself. And also the way this map is set up, throwers can get quite close while still playing behind those walls and be another nuisance. So expect Chaos to really have a lot of damage being dealt over the course of this set. And again, last call, that super from Barley is pretty straightforward, folks. It covers a large area of the map, does damage over time, and here's the Amber. This is such a no-holds-barred brawl composition here from Reply Totem. They really want to get good AoE coverage with their damage. Even the Clancy super as well, very effective at covering a wide area.
Yeah, I mean, Gus gonna be rolling on.
ये सैमसंग डिवाइस नहीं है सबको आईपैड मिला है खेलने को. I guess पिछले साल भी सब आईपैड ही लेके घूम रहे थे.
Going to try stay out of the way, probably move the Barley over to the Surge, prevent those levels being gained. And even when Surge goes down, those levels are going to be reset. But if you can get Clancy all the way up, even death doesn't stop him from being powerful.
Homie does not get reset. And it just becomes terrifying. He is the probably strongest in the game because his super does 26% extra damage.
नहीं इस बार से हुआ है.
Okay. Range increase from level 2. Let's see how this plays out now. Mari again wants to throw down that oil just to get higher reload speeds. And healing tonic being used here by Totem. Mari though under big pressure early. Adino gets in his face. Kyodog also with gadget pop. Totem respect it now as that expires. He walks away after taking a tickle. Reply Totem need to get front and center on this point.
I mean, Chaos has thrown out gadgets like they're just not limited. He's used so many already. I think that's probably 3. Maybe using that 4th gear gadget.
Might have to here. I think it's probably the best option. You don't really care about speed gear so much. You have that shield already. Here comes Adino again. Oh, clever. They give the Gus shield to the Kid as he dives in. Makes him harder to peel up one of your brawlers, but that blows up in Space Station's face.
Yeah, a lot of control for the side of Reply Totem now, and with this composition, it should be locked down. Barley going to be moving over to Kyodog Chile, who still remains level 1, regardless of all of what we've just seen. He's still level 1. Shield going to be provided to him as well, and he gets some heals along the way. Jump comes in from Adino. Nice enough, cycles it out, and gets another one as well. Reply Totem with just 1 brawler remaining, pushed all the way back to spawn.
Maru would like to be level 3 by now. He's getting close, in fairness. The Space Station now can make up some of the deficit they just suffered. Maru wants to move forward here. Like Chaos needs to land these shots, and if you overextend, Kit is going to hit you with that.
Right.
And honestly, without that extra player, Reply Totem look.
Samsung OnePlus भाई. अब ट्रेड क्रिएटर्स हर वीडियो में सैमसंग का प्रमोशन करते हैं और खुद आईपैड में खेलते हैं. स्पॉन्सर है सैमसंग इसलिए. अरे भाई ये चैनल से रिलेटेड कोई व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप भी है क्या? चैनल से रिलेटेड व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप? ना भाई ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है.
Kaido might have been able to survive that. This would look very different had that happened. Here's Mario, though, level 3 finally. Adino going to dive in. They blown to smithereens. Space Station Gaming.
जी कमबैक तो है।
All it took to get started was staring defeat in the eyes and saying no. Space Station on match point now, and Reply Totem, who had one for themselves in the previous set, are now in a really tough position.
भाई इसके बाद एंड करेंगे स्ट्रीम को।
Very motivating effect, Trav.
Who would have thought?
Here we go again. Space Station with that first
ये
round
मैच
here.
खत्म होने बाद 4 एले अपन। एंजल और डीमन में से कौन सा अच्छा है? एबिलिटी देखी डीमन की पावर क्यूब स्पॉन करने वाली एबिलिटी बेस्ट लगी मुझे। किसी भी मोड में कहीं भी बस पावर क्यूब स्पॉन करते जाओ और अपने आप का लेवल बढ़ाते चल जाओ। मज़े की बात यह है कि वो पावर क्यूब जो है वो जब बंदा मरेगा वहाँ नहीं, जिसने मारा है वहीं पे स्पॉन होगा, तो मतलब तुम तुरंत ही उठा सकते हो। मेंबरशिप में है ना कि गेट व्हाट्सएप फ्रॉम गोल्डी 8 के वाले में। हाँ तो कोई लेगा तो फिर बना देंगे। कौन ले लिया भाई 8000 वाली मेंबरशिप?
Looking absolutely dominant right now in this surge, and Chaos just gets flattened.
I mean, it was almost 50-0 before Totem even stepped on the point, even thought about it. Kydog level 3 over the right-hand side has got some pressure and can keep Chaos back for now. But eventually he's fighting, he's battling out. Shield used on himself by Fycro. Super rains down from Maru, but the jump from Adinho will say no to that. A super, the last call from Chaos, tries to fend off Kydog. But still, at this long-range open matchup, he doesn't stand a chance.
Chaos needs to stand on the point, which is not where Varley wants to be, but with the lack of teammates, he has no choice. Mari wants a bit of that extra reload, but Firecrow's hitting awfully hard, and Mari's going to go down here. Time is short. Space Station with a huge lead, and they're continuing to extend it. This is getting dangerous for the Broman Empire.
Totem falling apart. Maru got this level 3. Needs to use his super. Kydog gets shielded up. They stay on the zone a little bit more. 16% is all they need. A super thrown out from Mori now. Pushing them back bit by bit. Adinho trying to get a little bit of a super. Needs to jump on someone. But the hits from Kydog are so influential. Trade, hypercharge, and Space Station gonna wait for the opportune moment.
Good coverage with that hypercharge from Chaos. Reply Totem clawing their way back into the game, but Space Station is 16% away from having victory, and in they come once more. Adinho gets the trade at the very least. Maru goes for the super, but nobody out there to be impacted by it. Kydog backs away, gets himself that hyper, looks to try and take the fight, but that shield's about to expire. Reply Totem have almost caught up. It's now 4% separated these two teams. And Maru looking dangerous, throws the torrent out. Firecrow trying to get around the corner, but Reply Totem, they might have this one. Adinho dives in, Mori on the point.
ओ भाई कमबैक हो गया है, लास्ट का लास्ट। क्रैप को मारना पड़ेगा, नहीं तो नहीं जीतेगा। आप क्या कर सकते हैं? क्रैप टू ओपी।
Space Station are up for the challenge. But Reply Totem hang on in that second round, and here's the decider. Space Station must win here, or they'll be going home. Reply Totem, a win here puts them into day 2.
Super already available for Adinho, but Kydog's trying to stay away from Chaos, who's doing so much. Adinho jumps on in. He's gonna go down. Last call comes in as well. Kydog's so low. And SSG, what started as a perfect set, is slowly slipping away.
Maru level 2 now. Starting to get a little bit scarier. 38% and counting. Adinho trying to build a super. He's got it available. Another healing tonic thrown down. The dive pulls up short. Adinho misses. And now Reply Totem at 50%.
Fycro uses a shield to keep himself alive, but is that the moment to do it? It's running away. 60% lead near enough for Reply Totem. Eventually Chaos will fall, and SSG get a lifeline, some control, and the percentage starts ticking up for them too.
Mari pops that gadget.
गेट ये वाला मैच पूरा होने के बाद एंड करो। मेरा मोबाइल में ये वाली स्ट्रीम नहीं चल रही। हाँ तो ये लास्ट ही था, मैं बंद कर रहा हूँ इसके बाद। अब लोग इतना लेट ये लोग करेंगे तो भाई कैसे कर सकते हैं? दिन की अपन कर लेते हैं, रात में नहीं करते।
He can't stand him, that's for sure. Chaos able to pick him up up there with that super. Ficro comes in, gives himself the shield, but he can't stand on the point. He can't contest. Adinho tries, he might.
एंड विद दैट स्पेस स्टेशन इज आउट। हरा दिया गया है, उनको बाहर का रास्ता दिखा दिया गया है, और इसी के साथ फ्लाइट टोटम आगे बढ़ते हुए
What seed will they be going in is now the question.
Tell you what, they really needed that wake-up call. Reply totem that first round. They were barely in it. But what a way to come back into this game. They understood they had to play around that hit super, that dive in. Too much for them to deal with. Maru, as the games went on, he's able
चलो मेरा 1000 हो गया, अब एंड कर दो स्ट्रीम। हाँ बस आपके 1000 का ही तो वेट कर रहे थे। आपका 1000 हो गया और हम चले, ठीक है। आई गेस सबका ही हो गया होगा जो भी ये स्ट्रीम देख रहे थे। जिनका नहीं हुआ तो भाई कल आके कर लेना, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है। कल भी मैचेस हैं, बहुत हैं, उतने में आपका हो ही जाएगा। तो मिलते हैं अब कल सुबह विद ब्रॉल स्टार्स वंस अगेन, और पोकेमॉन भी खेलेंगे बीच में, टीसीजी वाला जो खेला था। तो जाओ, सो जाओ, मजे करो, और पावन भाई थोड़ा कम पिया करो। हाँ, 10:30 के बाद जो नशे करते हो वो कम करने का, चखना ज्यादा खाओ, पियो कम, ठीक है। तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, गुड नाइट, टेक केयर, हैव फन। मिलते हैं अब कल, तब तक के लिए हे लो, बाय बाय, गुड नाइट पुल पुल, बाय सभी को, गुड नाइट, सो जाओ, बाय।